feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit.
Welcome to the Rick A Show. It is the greatest podcaster alive. From now on, I want to be known as G-Pope. Greatest podcaster of all times. I'm working on that acronym.
I got you. Sorry.
I got my guy with me, though, the king of acronyms, my boy Myq Rodriguez from Fox. You heard?
You heard.
Welcome
What up,
to the
B?
show. And Myq is the perfect person to have on a pod. Probably this is like the most exciting time in the baseball offseason.
Yes.
For me,
Yes.
I'm constantly looking at all the feeds. I'm looking at any moves that are made. Jeff Passan, I'll be looking at Jeff. I refresh on Jeff Passan.
Yeah.
Give me the news. Give me the news. You know, it's like Woj with basketball.
Yes.
A little upset, a little hurt. You know, it's been an awful offseason for my team. But the Yanks, we called it on the pod. I said Soto needed to move first. He moved first, and all the other dominoes went in effect. And Cabo, you can confirm that, right?
Oh, yeah, he probably said something along those lines.
Probably said something. Wow, Cabo's here. My cousin was like,
Was
"Oh,
that
so
my
you think
intro? Gabi's here.
Cabo's here? Cabo's here." My cousin said it. He's like, "So you think the trade market is going to develop before?" I didn't say the trade market. I just said Soto specifically, and I think that's one of the clips we put out.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like too many teams wanted him, so he needed to go first before then Ohtani, Defoe, and Yamamoto. So how did you feel about Juan Soto?
Well, first and foremost, I got to shout out my jersey right now because I wore this because I knew I was coming here because it's 2024, right?
Ooh,
and I
like
spoke
that.
about it on my pod earlier. Everybody says it's the Kobe year. Shout out Kobe. But for me, it's a Henderson year for me. So.
I like that. And Griffey, 24.
Yeah, but for me, I just said Henderson. Gaba. Does he
That's
not,
what-
listen?
that's
Does
what
he
he
not
does,
listen?
bro.
Does this
That's what-
happen all the time?
That's what he does. It's just combative.
He was like, oh, like Griffey, or like Henderson, like what I said.
Yeah, he's going to name, who's that? Jeremy Giambi is next.
Giambi wasn't. He was 25.
Oh, one off.
It's all right.
But
But to answer your question,
Yes.
I was very happy with Soto.
very happy.
Very happy with Soto. Because we finally got a young dude, because in the past, the Yankees always get the old dude. Like, you know, they'll bring Barry Bonds next year. You know what I mean? Like, that was their vibe. Bring the old guy that was nice before, and then, like,
Really,
New
you
York.
think so?
Bro,
I
they
think
do
that was the whole Mets-Knicks thing. Like,
Nah, the Yankees were doing that for a minute, but when I was younger, that was my vibe. That's what I grew up in. That's why, like, I'm such a when the Yankees, when I ran the '90s and they were winning all the time, and everybody be like, "Oh, they're winning all the time." I'm like, "Yo, bro, I grew up in the '80s as a baseball was my sport, and the Yankees were horrible. So if they won ever since, like, from '90, what was the first one? '96.
96.
If they won until I died,
Could have won
I'm
in
good.
95.
they could have won a couple of times.
And 94, too.
But that's what that's where I was at. But now I'm liking where the Yankees are going now. I think Hal is bringing out his inner George.
I don't think it'll ever be the same.
No, it'll never be the same.
It'll
Never be the same. He's trying to be George. They got to get rid of Cashman, and they got to get that. Like, Hal doesn't have the personality to be George.
He doesn't. And I don't think he sees it as a business. George won. So this is my issue with owners now, right? They see things, they're making their money regardless, right? If you're telling me I don't have to spend and keep my my overhead low and make money, I'm fine.
Right.
So my issue with Hal is he's content,
Yes.
right? And he doesn't know baseball, so he relies on Cashman a lot. And Cashman, he gets credit for rings he didn't get. Like in the 90s, early 90s, those were Sticks teams. That was not
100%.
Cashman's team.
100%.
So he has like a history there where he could rely on, and he's the longest reigning GM at this point in time.
Yeah.
The Soto move was perfect because they did something that they had never done before. They went for a star 25 years old.
Yeah.
World Series MVP. And I was at that game when he got called up at 19 and hit 2 home runs at Yankee Stadium. So he's perfect for that ballpark. They also needed someone to put along with Judge.
Yeah.
Because if Judge is not in that lineup, that team is horrible.
No, of course. I'm a real Yankee fan, like a realistic Yankee fan. Like I know what's what, right? Like I'm last year I wasn't like, oh, they're gonna win the, you know, you see the holes, you see what's what. But you know, with Soto, like I know they got Verdugo, but I'm looking forward to next year. Like I want to see Dominguez, Soto, and Judge
in the outfield.
That's what I want to see. Verdugo, cool. You know what I mean? I don't like him without the beard, but not that I mean anything, but he looks whack.
Can we get rid of that rule too? Like,
I would love to.
just let the players have some swag. Let them
It's a little old
be
school.
themselves.
Too far in now.
What, as far as?
Imagine we get rid of the beard shit after we just made him look like a serial killer.
Yes,
I'd
every player like
trade.
yo, Johnny Damon, look,
No, he went from looking
Wow.
like a caveman to a professional looking player.
Giambi.
Verdugo-
The only
looks
one
like-
that I worked on was Johnny Damon.
He looks like Canelo.
We let
He's weird.
yeah. We let Catfish Hunter have that fucking
Yeah. And
we have
Guidry,
Guidry,
Guidry had
yeah.
it.
Oh,
the drop down handlebar stash.
Matty-
wait, there was Goose.
Yeah.
Goose Gossage.
Goose had it.
Gossage. Well, Mattingly, that was Donnie Baseball, bro. Like,
Yeah.
till this day, I've always liked Yankee prototypical first baseman.
Prototypical?
Pro,
Okay.
proto,
No, it's all right. I know what you mean.
Prototypical.
Take your time.
Prototypical.
Zion.
Next time.
Prototypical. That's why I'm here today. Prototypical. Go ahead.
Like, for me, Tino, Donnie Baseball, Teixeira, I've always liked that type of first baseman. Like, defense-wise,
Yeah.
a wizard with the glove and make a hit. So I think Donnie was like that first for the Yankees that started that lineage.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys, I mean, Rizzo's good.
Now, you like the Freeman Olsen
Yeah.
mold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prototypical.
Prototypical.
First baseman.
He left me hanging.
Excuse the left.
But after Soto, like, what you picture being the next move for them?
I want a pitcher. I don't know. Me and Mikey always have. Like I asked, my son is here.
Yeah.
Who knows? I've passed down the greatness of baseballness to him. No, but I need somebody. I had brought up Snell. He's like, I don't want Snell.
Yeah. I'm with him on that. Remember, I told you the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know who. I need somebody. I need, we got Cole. Who's gonna be our 2 now? Who's gonna be
As
our
of right now, it's Rodon.
I think it's
see what I'm
Rodon
saying?
and
Like-
Nestor.
See,
Yeah.
like we need a 2. We need a 2 so we could push those guys down. And I don't know who that. I
I've
heard.
seen a couple
but
names
this-
floating around. Have you? The most recent one was Bieber, Shane Bieber.
Shane Bieber's and Trevor Bauer. Those are 2 interesting.
Trevor Bauer. We want Trevor Bauer.
I do want to give
He's
him a shot.
He is such a Yankee to me.
Those are interesting names.
I would love Bauer.
because those are names that they're a Yankee, but they won't get that spotlight.
Yeah.
But then, you don't need them to. You need them to fly under the radar and just perform.
Yes, not like Rodon. Rodon, I don't know. I don't
he
think
had a
he'll
chance to fly under the radar and perform last year, and it
Yeah,
didn't
but
work out.
he was blowing kisses
made
after
it-
he's trash.
Yeah,
Come
he
on,
made
B.
it even worse.
Come on, B. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to be nice. Like
Yeah.
I don't mind you,
To taunt the
taunting,
crowd.
Lindor.
but you got to be nice. What Lindor? What?
Lindor did that shit to the Mets.
Oh,
Yeah, but you
And
guys
they let him
don't-
rock.
Y'all let anybody rock.
bro.
Wow.
Because he's it's that uniform. That's a whole other conversation.
Wow. All right.
That blue and
So
yellow,
Bieber,
that blue and orange.
Bieber's a nice, but I
Bieber, he's affordable. I think he's got 1 arbitration year after 1 year left on his deal. I think it's $9.5 million, like 10 mil, something like that. Good quality starter. I think you could get him and not have to go out and pay somebody like Montgomery, who I think Monty is. I love Monty, but I don't think he's gonna come back and be a number 2 starter for us.
Nah, he's not. I think he's one of those pitchers that needed to get out of New York
He
because
was
he can't deal with the
pitching good
pressure.
for
Like
us.
the
He took it to another level.
Sonny
Okay.
Gray,
Sonny Gray and the other one who's on the Royals.
Greinke?
Randy Johnson.
He
No,
never pitched
no,
for
no,
us,
no.
but
Zach Greinke.
I said that.
Wait, he said Greinke
I
like
started. I was like, he didn't
a
play for the
while
Yankees.
ago.
but
I
he
didn't
was-
hear that.
He was scared of
Well, it's
the.
like what I said
You're
before
right.
when I
He
said
played
Lou,
for Houston.
I said Lou Gehrig and you didn't hear me. So
Greinke.
got you back.
Oh, you was getting me right back there.
I
Greinke
didn't-
was literally
Damn,
the
you
first
called him
person I
soft.
said.
Greinke took 2 years off because he was
He had
suicidal.
he had anxiety and shit. He was like the crowd cheering and stuff.
And
he
you
couldn't
call-
pitch in Yankee
Yo, we gotta
Stadium.
cut that. Mike called him soft.
Yeah,
He's not built for New York.
we gotta cut off. You called him suicidal.
I didn't call him that.
He just did.
Yeah, he did.
No, he was. He legit.
I know, but you can't say that.
He checked himself into a rehab center and
You
all
gotta
that.
say he tried
Like,
to unalive himself.
okay.
I'm dead ass. That's the podcast way.
No
Really?
way.
No
I
way.
swear to God.
Oh my God.
You can't say
Yeah, that's soft
suicide.
too.
Can't say kill yourself. Now it's unalive.
Okay. So Greinke had depression issues. Can we say that?
Yes.
And he was out of baseball for, I think it was 2 years, close to 2 years.
Yeah, he's not, and he's also not built for New York.
No, he's
Can
not.
I say that?
Yes.
Yeah. He wasn't built for
He's- he's
no type of
He's
attention.
not built for no big market
He's
team.
unyankeeable.
Yeah,
How about
yeah,
that?
Yeah, yeah.
Is
He
it-
wouldn't have lasted. We would have ate him
And I
up.
wonder how he did it. I remember him being in Houston's rotation because they had Cole as well. It was him,
And he did good,
Verlander,
though.
and Cole.
He did good.
But Houston's, well, they're not. They're kind of a big
No,
market.
yeah, he
Nah.
did good for like 5 years there. He was
Yeah,
solid.
yeah. He was doing his thing.
How many World Series rings he got?
One.
No, I
He
think
got
he's,
one with the. No,
he got
didn't
the
win.
2015 one against
He
the
did with
Mets,
the
I
Royals.
think.
Was he with
No,
the Royals?
no, no,
We
no.
need to look that up.
no,
he was with
wasn't
Houston.
the Royals.
He got one with the cheating ass
Houston.
Astros, and that's it. That's all he got.
You can tell.
He's banging on the drum. You heard?
Yeah, fucking garbage cans with iPads and
with iPads and watches.
vibrators.
Apple watches.
Yeah, vibrators. Fucking guys.
What was the thing that my boy had on his chest?
A vibrator, bro.
That's crazy.
It had the Bluetooth connected to it. If it was a fastball, you vibrate his chest.
Wow.
That's why I didn't want to take it up. What did he say? It was
Crazy.
a tattoo?
Oh, yeah. My wife doesn't like me taking my shirt off on TV.
Yo, bro.
Fuck out of
He
here.
just didn't want to take the shirt off and
Nah,
show the dildo he had on his chest.
Yo, but yo, what kills me, like with stuff like that, yo, bro, how do you not have good PR? Like,
to help cover that up.
right, to sit there and be like,
Mike.
if he sits there and says, I'm going to say my wife didn't have a tattoo, and if I'm there, I'm be like, Jose, come on.
Yo,
You gotta
Greinke didn't win nothing.
No, he don't got a chip.
Nah, we forgot that when the Royals made it, he was playing for the Dodgers for 2 years. He was already on
That's
the Dodgers.
right. He also pitched in the rotation.
Then
with
he
Kershaw.
went the 3 years that these guys were cheating. He went to the Diamondbacks, and then he joined them.
How did he do on the Dodgers?
No, but he was a Royal before all that because he came up in the
Yeah,
Royal
but he was
system.
done with the Royals by 2010.
Dodgers, what did he do?
Dodgers, he played from 2013 to 2015.
I think he was okay, like 15 wins.
He won. He went. He's 6-time All-Star. So with the Dodgers, he was on the All-Star team for 2 years, 14 or 15. Won 2 Gold Gloves those years, and he won the Silver Slugger one of those years.
No way. That don't.
Yo, that's not
I mean-
Zach Greinke.
Okay.
That's Zach Wilson. So,
No, this is Zach Greinke. He's a 2-time Slugger, Silver Slugger.
yeah.
I know that his rookie year, he was sensational. I think it was like 22 wins or something like that.
Before the DH, pitchers got Silver Sluggers. I'm pretty sure Bartolo Colon got one.
Yeah, but that don't count.
He got one last year, right? Didn't Bartolo
Listen,
come-
I didn't say it
Bartolo's-
counted. I'm just saying they
Bartolo's
gave
about
him
to
it.
get one this year in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
He got the Saudi Arabia, the United.
Well deserved.
United Baseball. So Soto was a good.
Soto was good. I need a number 2, a solid number 2, because right now, from what I see, Rodon is not.
What about the bullpen and third base?
I heard
Got the number
Hader.
1 bullpen in baseball.
I heard haters that like that was I saw something like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he wants Edwin Diaz money though.
the official report, yes, he does want 3. He wants
wants
6
more.
figures, so he wants at least around that. And also the Yankees. The report was they're interested in Hader if they don't get Monty. So I don't know why that's their stipulation, but if they strike out on Monty, they'll go after Hader. If they get Monty, they're out on Hader.
I guess they're gonna use the money instead. So why do the Yankees pretend like they're a poor franchise?
No, I think what they're trying to do is because you have the Tampa Rays of the world.
Yeah.
I personally think that they're trying to be like, hey, we're the Yankees, but we look what they did, and but that's not you. Stop trying to be somebody else. That's what I think they're trying to do. That's why I need you to spend that George money. I need you to be the evil empire and get every single person. I need the lineup to be a all-star team, except for like 2 or 3 pieces. I need 1 Scott Brocious, and occasional pieces.
Scott Brosius was key, super key.
I think our lineup and team overall is really good this year already, like as is. It's just the question marks we have are health.
Third base.
Third base, we got DJ.
Let
Can't get any worse than Donaldson. That's a huge upgrade.
And you got to re-sign Glaber.
We don't have to do nothing for Glaber.
But they're saying
He's going to walk.
You see Urshela, they're looking at Urshela again.
And Gio might come back.
I don't mind that.
They said that
On the cheap.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
if Gio comes, if Gio comes back to play third, that it's only to move Peraza to trade him because he's our utility guy. So Gio will now be the utility guy.
So who we got behind the plate now? Let's go through the lineup.
We got Wells and
that's right.
Trevino.
He got traded.
Oh, the flyout king? Mikey the flyout king?
Say his name.
Higashioka.
They got
I got
yo,
Shioka. They call
Mikey,
him
every
Iggy.
time we watch the game, Mikey be like, watch this flyout. Yo, and like 9 times out of 10, they pop up.
But hey, that's the guy Cole wanted to pitch to.
Yep.
Yeah, so then you got Rizzo.
Oh, well, Wells' kid.
Yeah, I like Wells. I forgot about Wells. You got Wells, then you got Rizzo, right? At second, we still got Glaber.
Yep.
Then we're gonna have
Volpe.
Volpe.
Hopefully, I would like her.
Volpe's going to have
I'll take DJ
much
at
better
third. I
year
think
next year.
DJ sitting at one position and not bouncing around, I think will help him.
Yeah, with
And when we brought on Sean Casey, DJ started hitting really well too.
a good.
well, they say he's
good
also
toe.
healthier now
Yeah, he's a good toe now. He's a nice
because that's been the problem on the Mayhew. Like
But that's
he
been
signed
yeah,
that
everybody.
deal and then his body just broke down on him.
Yeah, we've had our whole team is banged up. You go even to the outfield, they say, "Oh, we got so many outfielders." You got Judge playing center. Don't like that.
Yeah.
Martian is out. We got
That's just
So what are you gonna do? Put Soto in left, and
Soto's
then put
in right.
and they got rid of. They just traded Esteban Florian
Yeah, I saw that.
too. I didn't like that.
Florial, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
when
got-
Dominguez comes back, it'll be Dominguez in center, Judge in right, or
Judge has to go back to right. Yeah,
and Soto
Soto
being
has to
left.
play right
Soto,
and Soto on left.
Soto's a great overall player. He's not the best fielder,
Yeah.
and center and right, he's pretty much really bad at.
Mike, you want to say something?
And we got Grisham
Oh, that's
platinum
right.
glove,
That's right.
platinum
In
glove.
the trade
That's right.
with the Padres, that's
Yeah.
you see.
That was a little salary dump that they threw on us, but that's
Yeah.
going to wind up working in our favor, especially if bad attitude Boston
Rodon?
Red Sox dude.
Oh,
Oh,
Verdugo.
Verdugo.
Yeah, apparently he's a headache in the locker room.
Judge gonna handle that.
Him and Stan.
You
Yeah,
imagine
Stan.
you a Yankee and you causing commotion in the locker room,
And then you
and
got
Judge is like, "Yo, I got to talk to you."
and Stanton's in
And
the
standing next. They're like 6'7", 6'8"
Yo.
each one.
and then Dow Strawberry comes from the back.
Like, what y'all doing over there?
Sorry.
So what you just causing commotion?
Yo, what you doing
No,
over there?
We all good. We all good. Don't worry about it. But I think for the Yankees offseason to be successful, they need a bullpen arm. They
Closer,
need a
right?
starter.
In the end of the bullpen guy.
Yeah. I think the Yankees have always had a great bullpen. I just not 100%.
Not historically.
Historically.
A great bullpen? No. We've always had Mariano.
Oh, good bullpen.
Yeah.
Historically. And you always had the come on, you had Robertson that would lead to Mariano. There was a bunch of guys that always led to Mariano.
Yeah, but
talking
that's
about
that.
2011
And Robertson could be had
later?
on the cheap for the Yankees too if they want to bring him back.
Yo, but
Nah,
see,
I'm good.
See, my man
Nah,
is
I'm good.
like 42.
I'm
Nah,
good,
yeah. Like
If we're gonna go
We
out and
did-
sign if we're not gonna let who is it, Clay Holmes close out, then let it be Hader. If not,
I just
That's
want
it.
I just want Hader to come so that I could send out those jerseys.
So he could get a haircut.
I'm gonna send out Hader jerseys. I've always said that.
I hope they don't make him cut his hair.
They will.
They will.
You don't have a beard, just let him rock with that.
Nah. So the rule is
That's probably
Your hair has
he's
to
gonna
be
come out
cut.
and be like, "That's the reason why I don't want to go play for y'all." They're
a
gonna make
lot
me
of
cut my
players
hair
have
and
said
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me cut my hair and shave. I'm already pretty clean.
That's who the Mets will get. The guys that don't want to do that but want to play in New York. All right, I'll go.
That's literally what they've been doing.
I go.
For how
you're
long?
gonna see Luis Severino.
For how long?
When's my player
Cano, Robinson Cano came back like, please, I just want to live in New York a little bit longer.
Luis Severino gonna come out with a full goatee now. He's gonna
Yep.
pitch for the Mets.
Yep,
I
100%.
guarantee. Oh, and when Melky
He might
too.
come out with a do rag like Stroman used to. They started letting him wear a do-rag under his
Stroman
hat.
could be had. He's a free agent
Oh,
as
I
well.
like Stroman. I would love.
I like
Stroman.
his attitude.
No
I like the
way.
way he pitches.
I
I
think
would
that
not.
guy talks such a good game and never had it to back it up.
Oh, you're bugging.
I like
You don't
Stroman.
have
I like
Stroman
Stroman a
was
lot.
lights
And I'm
out in that
also
World
against
Baseball
the-
Classic when he
Yes.
pitched for USA.
Yes.
I also I'm against the 5'6" pitchers.
He's from Long Island. He's from New York.
That don't matter to me.
Him and Steven Matz. They went to the same school together.
Yeah, where's he
Is
at?
he still pitching?
Matz is in Toronto.
Playing for the Argonauts? I need-
Nah. He plays for the Blue Jays. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Could be.
Steven Matz, he's on the Blue Jays.
They're seventh.
Yo, nobody had a worse offseason than the
Plays
Toronto
for the
Blue
Cardinals.
Jays.
Oh,
They legit were like, yo, we got Otani.
yeah, I remember.
He's
you
on the
said he was like,
airplane. He's coming.
the
The Blue Jays. They're like, yo, whoever wants, they were shopping Vladdy. They were shopping
They
Vladdy.
started shopping-
And they were
Bichette.
shopping Bichette.
Bichette.
Like, nah, we getting Otani. We'll be all right. We'll just keep one of the two.
Yeah, they ended up just re-signing Kevin Kiermaier.
That was a great move.
That's it. That's all they got. That's all they got for us. They had Drake going around his house with an Otani jersey. You see
Yeah,
that?
I saw that.
Wow.
I saw
Going
that.
around his house with an Otani jersey. No.
They just got RJ Barrett, though. That
Nice.
that help?
Yeah, he's pitching.
That
He's a
helps.
3 pitch.
I think they won that trade.
Toronto did. Toronto did.
Yeah, I think Toronto won that trade.
They got a point guard of the future. They got RJ.
I like quickly.
Yeah.
I really like IQ, man.
Yeah.
I miss him a lot. But so Toronto had a bad offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody had the worse offseason, though, than the Mets.
That's always. They have the worst
Oh,
on season.
no. I think you guys, there's a 3-way tie I'm giving right now.
Go
I
ahead.
won't leave you guys in last place.
Ooh.
So we got the Mets struck out and whiffed this all season.
Big
The
time.
Giants struck out and whiffed this off season. And who was the last one that I was throwing in there? I forgot.
So it was Mets, Yankees, Giants, Dodgers. These were the teams that were like, yo, they're going to go. Atlanta had a decent offseason. I like what they did.
I can't think of who it was that I was throwing under the bus in that one. I'll get back to it
All
with
right.
the third team. You're gonna be like, oh yeah.
We signed Severino 1 year, $13 million. That's okay. We made a bunch of trades for a bunch of no-name guys.
Oh,
Ronnie
the Cubs.
Mauricio.
I'm sorry, the Cubs.
Oh.
They
Oh,
gave
the
all
Cubs
that
have struck
money.
out with
They gave
everything.
all the money they had apparently to the council, that new coach. Gave it to him, and
They're still paying Jason Hayward.
and that's
You know
it.
what's gonna happen?
Yeah, and they might still get Bellinger, but they might just re-sign him, and that's it.
Like the Detroit Pistons.
Damn, that would
He's
be-
going to get super paid by the Cubs. That's the
Yeah.
only option he got. Like the Detroit Pistons gave Monty Williams all that money to be the head coach. They just gave all that money to thank God Craig Counsell. That's something that I didn't want him on the Mets. I didn't think he was a good manager, first of all. He didn't win anything in Milwaukee. I didn't understand first of all, I think we should have just kept Buck. I didn't understand the fascination with Craig Counsell.
Yo, who is it now? Because I don't pay attention to the match.
It's Carlos Mendoza.
Mendoza.
He was the Yankees bench coach. And from what my cousin says, Mendoza's a lifer in baseball, and he's a great guy. He's
His cousin
finally
plays
getting
for
a
the Yankees, so he had to say that.
Yeah.
He had to say that.
Yeah, I don't even.
Yo, but we got Josh Gibbons as our bench coach. I like that move.
Yo, bro, the fact that you're talking about your bench coaches, that's when I know it's
That's
crazy.
I'm telling you, the
listen to
Yo,
what
offseason.
you
he
know our
said.
We
bullpen
didn't
catcher.
They
We got a good
stole-
bullpen catcher. It was crazy.
They stole
Yo,
our
our translator
bench
is
coach
on
to make
point.
it their leader. It's the leader of men over there right now.
Our translator, bro, is fire. Nah,
Yo,
the Mets had the worst offseason I've seen in a long time.
Who'd you sign?
And they
Otani's
still-
translator?
They haven't signed anybody, dude.
Matsui's.
They haven't even extended Pete Alonso, which if they let Pete go, that's like the equivalent to Judge
No,
leaving the Yankees.
I don't think. I think I think he'll have the same exact offseason that Judge had, where they'll let him explore options and shit. But
That's a mistake.
he'll get the call like, "Yo, what are you doing?
Well,
Sign the contract."
not with his agent. I wouldn't let him do
Who's
that.
his agent? Boris? It's the guy.
They said that's
Scott
what happened
Boras.
with Judge. That Cashman was the one that was letting Judge go test the waters or whatever. And the night that he was going to sign, supposedly with San Francisco,
Yeah, they called Levine.
that Hal,
Oh, it's Hal or Levine?
Nah, Hal called
Hal called.
yeah,
Judge directly.
Hal
Yeah.
called Judge directly and was like, "Yo, what the fuck are we doing?" And he was like, "Oh, they offered me this," and he was like, "So what?"
So what? I got you with this.
And then called, I guess, Levine and Cashman and
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, I already talked to him. Figure it out." And they wouldn't
Randy
figure it
Levine
out.
is the worst human being ever.
You can't say that.
Why?
I honestly I can't say it publicly like on the pod.
Oh
but
no, we just said it in fucking front of everybody who watches YouTube.
I'd never like Randy Levine as a front office guy.
So why is he the
It's
worst
just
human being?
oh,
He did something to you?
Randy Levine.
This guy.
Not one reason. It's just,
Just,
there's a punchable face.
He does, and then just like his ethics and his standards don't match mine. That's all.
And then he comes to the Mets and he's gonna be like, "Yo, I love Randy."
Yeah, I
Levine."
couldn't
No,
wait for
no,
us
no,
to get him
no.
from you guys.
Yo, we finally got Randy Levine. No,
That'll be
That'll be-
funny if
that'll
you
be
guys
so-
take Cashman from us. Like Cashman, we get rid of Cashman and he goes to the Mets. I would love
I would
that.
if that happens, I would literally become a Yankee fan. My thing with Cashman is right, the most overrated general manager of all time.
Well, everybody says that.
When you have a war chest of money, right, and you have full control, not just because he's the vice president of baseball operations as well, and you have full control of who to sign, who to bring in. That's why he was so mad. Like, people were questioning all his moves because you haven't done any good moves. And he's like, people don't know. We have the smallest analytics department. People don't know, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, dude, we know your analytics sucks. Fire everybody.
I mean, if we go back, right, and we really look at it, how many bad signings can we name besides like the main two?
I got a couple for you.
Okay, give me.
Aaron Hicks,
That's
Damon.
one.
Ellsbury.
That's two.
Oh, Ellsbury.
Those are both ones that I was
That's
counting
what I
in
was
my
saying.
head.
Not Damon. I was
Okay.
saying the other.
I'll give you
So
one
Hicks,
trade.
Ellsbury, the money I spoke about it earlier that he gave Gardner was
I know.
astronomical.
We don't agree
You were
with
the
that.
only
AJ
person that
Burnett.
said
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
AJ Burnett,
was a stud that didn't turn out
Yes.
for the
AJ
Yankees.
Burnett, Sonny Gray,
Another one that just
Randy
didn't pan out.
Johnson.
Legendary who wouldn't have gave him a deal.
I could Josh
Donaldson trade
Josh
was bad.
Donaldson.
That was a really bad trade.
that was bad.
IKF, by the way, to the Blue Jays. I like that move. Good job, Blue Jays.
Good job, IKF. You're in the league still.
Yo, he's such a hater.
There's just so many players that he has signed that was like awful. Like, they were awful moves.
Well, I think, and again, to give him credit, I think it's highlighted more because it is the Yankees.
100%.
You got general managers that are making
went and
trash
got
ass moves,
A-Rod.
but nobody's saying anything.
He went and got A-Rod, CC, AJ Burnett, all those dudes in 1 year. We went and won a chip.
And they won a chip.
Yeah.
That was the one-time rare circumstance where he had to. The Yankees were opening up a billion-dollar ballpark in 2009, and they had to win. And the year before, they didn't even make the playoffs.
No matter what it had to win, everybody has to win every year. Don't mean you're going to win.
No. This is my problem with this Yankee regime, right? When I was growing up, it was World Series or bust.
Yeah.
Now it's just, let's.
But that's
make
what I'm
the
saying. No
playoffs.
matter
it's-
what, we have to win. It doesn't matter if we have a new stadium or not. The stadium could be half empty, half full. We have to win still.
Problem was in 2008, they didn't make the playoffs, and it looked terrible because they were closing out the old stadium, and the team was in shambles, and there were so many holes, and then they had to open up the new ballpark, and there was a lot of questions. Like, I'll give him credit for that. That's his ring.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
one
All
he
the stuff
really
you're
earned.
saying didn't take any credit away from him. But even in his 22 years of
think it's-
like I admit I'm ready to move on from him.
Me too.
But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Cashman's this horrible GM.
I didn't say. I said
I've
he's the
seen
most
other
overrated
teams-
GM.
I've seen other teams go and make way worse decisions, i.e. the Mets, in the same 22 years.
Yeah.
Not only the Mets, but I'm just because you're here.
Well, I don't like to.
Because you're here.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
On your
the
pod,
Mets-
you're
Because
here.
I could
The
go.
Mets
I could talk
moves-
way bigger contracts. David Wright, Jose Reyes, Carlos Delgado.
We never offered Jose any money.
But all of those contracts that you guys
That
gave,
was a mistake.
Yo, what was that right
That's what I'm
fielder
saying.
from the Red Sox? Jason.
Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Bay. Oh my God, that was criminal.
Yo.
But my thing with the Mets was, first of all, we had fake owners, the Wilpons.
You can't. That can't.
They
always
didn't
be
like
your
to spend.
excuse.
Hold on, Cabo.
But I'm giving
And
you
the
examples
one
where they
time the
spent and they spent it wrong.
The one time the Mets got a real GM, which was Omar Minaya, which is a great baseball guy, they started to put something together, and then the Wilpons was like, "Oh, we're not gonna pay these people," blah, blah. And then
No, they
that's
wanted
it. Because
they
they ended up giving all this money to Beltron,
They wanted the Wilpons wanted a quick turnaround.
and that's not
Yo,
how
we
baseball
gave you all
works.
this money to spend,
But that's
and we
what
didn't get
baseball
no
is
closer.
now. Baseball is that now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about. It's a business.
Mhm.
It's what's ruined the music industry. It's music. It's music. It's a business. That's why, like what you're saying. Look at Yankee Stadium, right? Like what you said. You grew up as far as the Yankees. I grew up the same way. Even if the Yankees were trash, Steinbrenner was trying to figure out. He will do whatever it is to World
trade
Series.
deadlines.
Like just
The trades came.
getting
no matter
getting
what.
busy. But what's happening now is like I forgot which one of you guys has said it. It's they make the playoffs. It's cool because now you get another game on TV. You got more people in the stadium, and it's all about a bottom line as far as for bread. So if you win, like we grew up, our generation, people are like, "Yo, I want to win." Like that. That's what Yankee fans are about. Like, yo, winning, winning, winning. But we don't have that. We don't. That's why you need that. That's why I think a guy like a Mark Cuban, his personality was great because he was there, and that's why.
That's why I like Steve Cohen.
Well, that's what
by
I
the
was going
way.
to say. That's why, like a Steve Cohen, he just happens to have the wrong team because he has so much to he has an uphill battle because the Mets, seriously,
He's battling the reputation.
they're horrible, bro. They're
battling
horrible.
the
That uniform, like seriously, it's like you got to do that, be nasty, and then he puts on that uniform, and I don't know what it is. If it's mush from the Bronx Tale, I don't know if he bet on the Mets all the time, but they're horrible. They're horrible, and it's like, you know,
Even when they're good, you just and
Bro.
this is not a Yankee fan being a hater. 'Cause
Right.
Last year, the Yankees from 40 games in, I was like, this is the season that I'm going to stop watching. Because you could just sense it. We're not going nowhere. And if we do somehow scrape it and make it into the
Yeah.
playoffs, we don't deserve to
They
be
don't
there.
have
We're
a
gonna
shot.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
be bumped. Same thing with the Mets. The Mets the year that they won 100 games.
Dude, that was 2
still-
years ago.
No lie,
Fumbled
bro.
at the end.
All in my soul, there was 100% of my soul, bro, that just knew that it was not gonna end well for them, no matter what. No matter what, it came down to the last 2 games of the season, and they were just like, you know what, you could take these. Who was it? Marlins. They
Yeah, it
needed
was
to
like
win
some-
one game against the Marlins, lost all 3, and
No,
then lost
so
against
the problem was
the Braves.
The last series it was against Atlanta. Had we won one game out of that 3-game
yes,
set,
yes.
we would have been in, and Atlanta would have been in the playing.
Yes,
game.
but the only reason you were in that I need to win one game was because you just had lost the series to Marlins.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right before.
Yes,
But the problem was we were 20 games ahead of Atlanta, and we had let
The problem
Atlanta
that was the problem for who?
for us
Oh,
going into September. We let Atlanta catch us.
yeah, you guys were up 20 games with 22 games left. Some crazy shit. And
So-
everybody was just like, "Oh no, you know, they lost that one game to Atlanta."
Yo, that was crazy, bro.
And I get that in basketball and in base because the Knicks is the same scenario. We
it's
got
those
an owner,
colors, bro. That's
we
why I
got
don't
an
like
owner.
those New York colors.
It's those
that
colors,
blue
yeah.
and orange,
the
bro.
blue and orange.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
man.
I'm a Knicks fan, so
That Halloween shit. We're not here to dress up, bro. We
Well,
here to
that's
win.
the color of the city flag, so
Yeah.
that's why they have that color.
You'll just be impersonating winners, dressing up
And
like them.
impersonating
the
winning.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what it says.
Yeah, the Excelsior. Yeah. Damn. So I've never seen the Knicks win a championship. Thank God for the Giants.
I don't think
Yeah.
the Knicks will ever seen
I
the
don't
Knicks
think
win the
the Knicks. I was
championship.
gonna say.
The Knicks. I mean, like when Walt Clyde Frazier is your guy
Yeah,
with
bro.
2 rings, it's the same thing. James Dolan, like he's an owner. He
Yeah,
bought the
He
team.
needs to get out of here.
He's just all about
Side note,
money.
just because his name is tied into the Vegas sphere,
Yeah.
and they saying that thing is losing like a crazy amount of money, I feel like something's gonna happen where he's gonna do something to make some money for himself, and it's gonna not benefit the Knicks.
Well, he said that he doesn't want to own a sports team, but the problem is
You can't do
the Knicks and the Rangers are tied together with that
and he
arena,
likes the
with
Rangers.
the Garden.
and he likes the Rangers, so he's gonna have to sell all 3 things, and that's a lot of asset. Like you're losing the arena, you're losing the Knicks and the Rangers. He sold the Liberty to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like
That was a dumb move because
that's all you gotta do is
they
get
don't
up
wear
out.
orange anymore. Now they play in Brooklyn. Now they got a
Now
squad.
they went to the.
Yeah.
Didn't they make it? They made it to the finals. No,
yeah. They
So
lost.
should I be
Yeah, but they
looking
made
for a team to root for?
The Liberty.
At this point in time in my life.
Liberty.
The
There you
Liberty?
go. It's not like you got to go far. Just the Brooklyn Nets. We probably got the same record. and just go with the Liberty.
Nah, but to me,
Nah, we got
but
a
to
brighter
me,
future. The Knicks got a brighter future than Brooklyn
See, that's
right
the
now.
thing. What's crazy is it's
There's no way.
the Nets are the little brother of the Knicks, regardless of
Yeah, they
how
can't.
bad the
no
Knicks
matter
are.
what is going to happen until
Even when they got KG,
whoever wins a
and-
chip is going to be because that year I think they beat the Knicks all 4 times. But whoever wins a chip out of them
yeah, still was little brother.
will be the
So he
claim
had
to
a
the
bum
throne.
squad.
Can I ask
That's
you a
what it'll
question?
be.
Yeah,
I'm asking, and you might know. I'm sure you definitely know. Why every time people speak about the Knicks and everybody always goes back to like Frazier. I'm not gonna go to Ewing, but how come no one ever talks about Bernard King?
Oh, I know.
So the thing with Bernard King is he didn't. I grew up with the '90s, so the Knicks was in it every year.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Mike, we probably would have had a chip.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Or Charles Smith.
Michael didn't play for 2 years, and you guys didn't come close to it either.
No. But
That was
90,
the year we came close. That was even in the finals when Jordan was there.
but '93 we
Was it?
pushed
You guys lost to the
94,
Rockets?
the Rockets.
the
So
Rockets.
you can't say if Jordan wasn't there, y'all would have won. Y'all lost. He wasn't there.
Yeah, but '93 we pushed them to the limit, and if it wasn't for Charles Smith, like he just said,
Yeah, that was horrible.
we would have won that game.
That was horrible.
Charles Smith. Think about that.
Yeah, that was like
Never ever in any other. Whenever we got to go back to like sport memories, where you hear that name pop up, Knick fans are there like.
I don't.
Fucking
I
Charles
think that's
Smith.
what he's known for at this point.
100%.
Like the Knicks were in it. The thing with Bernard was he was the only guy on the squad,
Yeah,
He was nice.
That's what I was
and
gonna say.
his
It was
career was short. That's another problem.
So was his shorts.
it was just wasted. Yeah.
Your boy dropped 60 on Christmas. Was it 60 on Christmas?
King.
Yeah.
Yo,
It was on Christmas. He did that.
Yep.
It was 60.
We need to look it up. The Bernard King game. It was. I think it was 60 on Christmas, and I think because Brunson dropped 40 something this year,
no, I told you dropped
he
50.
was.
No, 50 wasn't on Christmas. It was 40 something on Christmas.
It was 40 something on Christmas, and I
remember
think
what
he
he
has the
got?
third
Yeah, he
highest.
dropped 60 in 1984.
84.
Christmas game.
84.
You see?
Told y'all.
That's what he was trying to
84
find
epic.
before. When we talking about
84.
84,
Yeah,
the
Bernard
Bernard
King
King
60.
game.
Jordan's
It was Bernard
first
King's
year in the
flu
league
game.
and shit.
His potato famine game.
But to me, like I said this before, would you trade a Yankee championship for one Knicks championship?
Yes.
Because, like, to me, this is New York's basketball.
Yeah, I would.
And I think
would
we've
love
been
that.
starving for a really long time.
Yeah, I would definitely do that, especially because I've seen so many of them.
Wow.
You wouldn't
No,
trade one.
what?
Are you a
One?
Knicks? Oh, but you're a Net fan.
I can't even. No, but even I can't take. It's not about giving one to the Knicks. It's about taking one away from the Yankees. I can't do it. I get that we have a whole
There's
bunch of them.
27.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
Jeter has
Cabo.
4. I don't like that.
no, keep,
Why,
no,
why,
keep,
why don't we take one of the ones from the
yeah,
70s?
take one of the ones from
Oh,
when
so it don't
yeah,
have to be recent.
yeah, yeah. Take one away from the
I
Plumbers.
was like, yeah. We can make this happen
got you.
as long as it's not Jeter.
You can take all them shits before 1937.
Yeah,
You
that's
take
what
all
I'm
them
saying.
shits.
The
There you
Plumbers
go.
against the Electrician.
Like 14
World
of
Series
them
back
shits
then.
in there.
We'll get rid of those. That
Yo,
one.
baseball was crazy. Up until I think the 80s, there was still, like, if you was a baseball player, you still had, like, a job after the season was over.
Well, up
The
until
80s,
The 80s.
I think the 80s. That might be a little crazy, right?
No, the 80s.
no.
There was dudes working in supermarkets, Mike,
No way.
in the off season.
In the 80s?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't want to co-sign anything he says. What I will say
Well,
is,
yo, I'm
what
telling
he's
you, let's
saying
look it up.
is true up until a couple of years ago in the
Yeah.
minor leagues.
Dudes had
Oh, that I know.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going.
no,
with him.
but if you look up in the 80s, I forgot the player that it was. He was talking about
Oh, so
in
it was
the
only
off
him.
season.
It's,
Huh?
it was only him.
he's the bullpen
He
catcher.
didn't get the memo. Like, yo, you can quit your job, bro.
No, in the 80s, dudes had like an actual job. Like,
I can't believe the 80s. I
That's-
have to, because I remember Sports Illustrated and dudes making millions of
they
dollars.
weren't
That-
making that much
No,
money,
like
Mike,
no.
in the
I'm
80s.
saying I think Mike Schmidt was one of the first $1 million deals. If I recall,
Wasn't it Kansas City, George Brett?
Oh, I don't know if it was because I remember seeing a Sports Illustrated cover on a magazine. Those magazines, not digital. It was like with pages.
It came with a poster in the middle.
Yeah. It's
Fire.
3 staples. And it was a cover of all the salaries. And I think Mike Schmidt was like the highest paid at that moment, but I forget.
He was probably getting like $2 million.
It was something
All right,
like
so I could confirm into the late 60s at least.
okay, that
I could give you that. Maybe even the early 70s.
Even
That's
the
as far as
70s
I can
too.
go.
Yeah.
They said one of the guys in 1966 World Series, there was a pitcher named Jim Palmer that pitched a complete game against the Angels. Against the
Whoa.
Los
Did you
Angeles
just say a
Dodgers.
pitcher
A
named
pitcher,
Jim?
Jim Palmer, is
was nasty.
a Hall of Famer. He was disgusting.
Ready?
And he was also a spokesman for Orioles. He played for the Orioles.
Yeah.
He's a spokesman for something that he used to do commercials
Yeah,
on
yeah,
in the
yeah.
90s.
Not isotona. That's Dan Marino.
Yeah, he started making money way
Nah.
later on because he won the World Series, but he was still working, selling suits for $150 a week.
That's
And he
crazy.
said that helped him make enough money for groceries, hot water, and electricity.
That is
That's
And he also sold hamburgers. Oh, sorry, no.
What was that, Wimpy?
He sold suits at a place called Hamburgers. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Hamburgers
wait,
Clothing
wait.
in downtown Baltimore.
suit stores called hamburgers.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Who, all right, cool.
Why you have that, or Mikey's? Who was the first $1 million deal? Dude.
Who?
Shit.
Dave Parker.
Dave Parker on the Pirates?
Dave
That
Parker.
was the first $1 million. Damn.
So he
He looked like Rick Ross.
First
Dave
million-
Parker, $5 million. There was somebody else too that was like
Do we know what year it
Pirates.
was? Yeah, it was the
It's
Pirates.
crazy. Like the Pirates, they don't spend any money at all.
Yeah, now.
And
That's crazy. That's when they had the dope hats, the little
Mhm.
circle hats.
and they didn't even like. That's why they lost Barry.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give him the money, so he ended up going to San Francisco. Plus, his godfather played there. It's just baseball's crazy. And up until like 2 years ago, like Cabo was saying, minor leaguers needed to have like a gig, and they weren't even secured like home.
Yeah, think about how far salaries have come. Two things I'm gonna tell you. One, any Yankee fan that's still mad at Stan's contract, get over it. That shit is chump change now.
That shit is cheap
That
right
shit,
now.
that shit is nothing. He's actually probably like right on par now.
When he got that money from Miami,
It was-
and I
yeah,
saw it was
unbelievable.
13
Yeah, it's
years, I was
crazy.
like, that's a lot of
Unbelievable,
years.
yeah. And the other one being Otani's $700 million deal, right? Not
We didn't even talk about that yet. Wow.
Nolan Ryan. We can all agree Nolan Ryan is one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Yes.
Yes. Never won
got-
a Cy Young.
One of his biggest contracts was 4 years, $4.5 million.
That's
That's
crazy.
like Otani's
That's probably how much they pay the ball
signing
boys
bonus.
That's probably the bench coach.
That's what his
Yeah,
agent
man.
got.
Yeah, literally. The leader of the sport was making that much money. compared
Otani's
to now.
interpreter's making 4.5 million.
More than that. More than that. That's how much he's paying in taxes.
Yeah. Word.
Ridiculous.
But the business of baseball is interesting to me because the Otani thing is what made it even more interesting and brought it back to daylight because the deferred money, like you always heard about that because of Bobby Bonilla. Mookie Betts did it. Also, he's going to get $8 million after he retires. But to defer $68 million
A year.
a
So
year,
680 total.
That's crazy.
like he could
Tax-free.
legit
Tax free.
do nothing for a year, and he's guaranteed $68 million coming in, like a check on July 1st. Like where baseball is at right now as a sport. Like I text Mike immediately. Mike was like, "Yo, that's mad smart." I was like, "Yo, this is gonna
Business
ruin the
move,
sport."
yeah.
Yeah.
Business
For the
move.
Dodgers, it was mad smart.
And
But it
for
wasn't.
Ohtani.
No, we keep giving all the credit to the Dodgers. It was Otani's side that came up with that whole thing.
Because he
They were the
evades
ones that
taxes
proposed
and
it,
all-
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Find
why
the loopholes.
That
His
was,
agents and everybody found it, presented it, and the Dodgers were like, "Oh shit, this will help us."
That's what you got to do when it comes to on a business level. When you sit there, if you like you said, they present it. Look, I'm going to show you something on how you can build your team. I'm going to get my client. That's a win-win. And
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how you benefit from this. Let's go.
Yep.
Makes
I'm pretty sure they also had to show Otani how they were gonna pay him the $68 million, but that's all television.
They told him,
money.
"Yo, don't worry, we're gonna defer this for the next 10 years, and instead of the 68 that's gonna come to you, you'll just have to deal with the 50 you're gonna get from
endorsements.
and putting your face on everything without even talking, because he doesn't talk to the media. He's the only person I've ever seen grab baseball by the nuts, and they can't do anything. Whatever he says
Hey,
goes.
yo.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to the media. Played what, 4 or 5 seasons already? Hasn't talked to nobody. The fact that he's now with the Dodgers and they're celebrating in Los Angeles as if he hasn't played 5 years there already.
In Los Angeles.
They were giving him a Rams jersey at the game, and he was, first of all, that was the only time I ever seen him outside of Anaheim, in the stadium. I never saw him anywhere else. But he was at the football thing getting the Rams jersey, and people were losing their mind. Like, yo, he literally played 15 minutes away for the last 5 years.
Modern day Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
But you see what
how-
marketing and branding is?
Yes.
You see that?
The power in that city from the Dodgers compared to any other baseball in that state is just ridiculous.
It just goes to show it's like the Yankees Mets thing. Like you play for the Angels.
Yeah,
as
big
baby
brother, little brother. Yeah.
You imagine if Trout, you know what's one of the worst things for me is to watch Mike Trout play in the Angels jersey.
Why?
Because I want to see him in a team where we're going to be able to see him play constantly.
He's never.
And
he's unhealthy.
where he could win something.
He's unhealthy, bro. No matter what jersey we put him in, we're not going to see him play.
But it's a travesty that this man plays
100%.
and wasted most of his career there.
He'll be Griffey 2.0. He'll miss more time accumulated in his career in his prime that we'll look back and we'll just one. And Griffey missed 2.5 years in his prime. Griffey would have broke a lot of records.
You think he would have passed
Yep.
Bonds in the
Yep.
home run?
100%. Yo, Griffey was no joke.
I think A-Rod was going to do it. And Pujols.
He changed the game.
Well, the Yankees put a kaput on A-Rod.
Yeah. And
They didn't want him to pass Ruth.
And I don't know what happened to Pujols when he went to the Angels.
He should have never went to. He should have stayed in St. Louis.
Yep. That was a drastic decline.
Damn. So what do you feel about the Saudi Arabia baseball United?
I love it. I feel like it's like Rock and Jock, like MTV Rock and Jock.
Damn, you took it back to spring break shit.
You got it's like with the like we were speaking earlier about the 6-run the 6-run home run with the gold ball. It's like it's like All-Star game during the season.
The home run derby.
Yeah, so I didn't know about this. Explain this to me. What is the Saudi Arabian League?
So all these old dudes, right? Saudi Arabia, it seems like they want to get eyeballed.
Cologne,
The top
Gregorius.
draft picks, right? It was Cano, Mikey, like Gregorius.
Anderson Simmons is already playing over there? He just retired.
He just retired.
What the hell? Oh, so that's like the Dominican. If you're not Dominican, but you want to go play the Dominican Winter League,
If you can't play winter baseball, go to Saudi Arabia. They got you.
and Sandoval. That's who hit. That's who
He
Fu
hit the
Panda?
first home run.
he hit the
Kung Fu Panda.
he hit the 6-run home run.
The first home run.
So it's a goal ball like in the All-Star game,
Uh-huh.
and it's double. So there was 3 men on. It was 2 men on. He had a 3-run home run, but because it was a goal ball, it was
double.
6-run.
Now the goal ball thing.
It's like a
that.
3-pointer.
I've never seen this.
But
Does
Imagine
the pitcher
you-
only throw one pitch with that goal ball?
I
Or
don't-
he's
Mikey, ready?
Yeah, what?
we gotta
find
look
out the
that up because like
stipulation.
how does that mechanic work? Like I got the goal ball in my back pocket.
Oh no! I think the other team, the team that's hitting, says we want the goal ball, and you got to pitch the goal
Oh, so it's
ball.
whenever the team chooses. Okay.
Right? I think you could do it once.
I'll
or
be
something
like,
like
yo,
that.
only
Yeah. I don't think it.
That's
150,000 to 4. No.
I like that. I like how they're just getting involved in like, yo, we got the money. We're just gonna
Any
start up
sport.
whatever
Golf,
the fuck
soccer,
we want. Yeah.
that's
They
just-
did a MMA league over there. They did the golf league.
Soccer.
Yo, what they paid these golfers was insane.
yeah,
to
but
who?
the same thing. The
To
golf.
who? To us?
Phil
To them, they're
Mickelson.
like, yeah, this is what go entertain me.
Yo, but look at Phil Mickelson's money that he's getting from Saudi Arabia.
He's still playing?
Yes, sir.
over there.
No way.
Yeah, he's in the
we see
baseball
how
league.
Yo,
He's in
you
the
know what
baseball
I'ma
league.
do?
Phil Mickelson. Hit
Yo,
lefty.
this is great for the guys, those quadruple A baseball players.
Why
That
isn't
you
the
never-
big three trying to do something over there?
Who?
The big three,
Word.
the league.
But the
Ice
soccer
Cube
is
league.
crazy too. Soccer. What isn't Ronaldo getting
Ronaldo's
something
over
crazy?
there. Ronaldo's getting like
Ronaldo
almost
got-
300 million a year.
Nah, it was more than that.
No. It was 2 something.
It was, come on, Mikey, look it up. It was more than that. And you know what? They changed the law for Ronaldo. They're allowing his wife to live with him
Yeah. We
in
didn't
Saudi
talk about this on the
Arabia.
pod?
Yeah, we did. This is girlfriend,
Yeah.
which is because you
If
gotta
it's your
you
wife,
can only
you
live
can
with your
live with her.
girlfriend.
No, you can live
with
with
your
your
wife.
wife.
So what's his deal? What was his deal?
It was
It's like 425.
It
I
was
think.
1 year, like 2 something, 260.
Okay.
Yeah.
220 million plus, I think, a river, and I think
He
one
has
of
a
them.
mansion.
220, which is probably what he made in like 4 years in Europe.
Yeah.
Make it at the end of your career.
Yep.
And then when you're done, we'll have a spot over somewhere, probably in the LA Galaxy, for you to come over and earn the same
But
thing
Mbappe
again.
and Messi got the crazy deals from Saudi Arabia. They
Mbappe
offered-
declined it.
Yeah, they
And so
offered
did
Mbappe 1.3 billion.
Yeah, they offered Messi 1.1
He was
for
like,
a
nah, I'm
year.
good.
1.1.
Billion.
No
A
way.
year.
Yeah, Messi. Yeah. You didn't hear about that one?
Nah.
Yeah, they offered him and Mbappe right after, and both of them were like, "Nah, we're
But-
gonna go to
Ronaldo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it again. Ronaldo, Messi's already here, and Mbappe. All three end up in the MLS at the same time.
with the
At
deals.
the same time,
The deals getting
Mbappe.
restructured and everything, and giving the percentages
Mbappe.
and everything.
I'm telling you,
Jersey sales alone in America generate so much money that we didn't know about, and it makes up so much for Messi's contract.
you
Messi
gotta
gets
understand Messi's
like
deal.
90% of his
Apple
Jersey
TV.
sales.
He gets the points on that. Jersey sales. Understand they changed all the turfs because Messi likes playing on a certain pitch of all the stadiums. Mbappe's next. He ends up in a big city, LA or New York.
Mbappe to New York. Mbappe to New
Why?
York.
I'm not saying right now,
For
Mike.
those of you not listening, Mike,
No,
saying
no.
that they
I'm
can
saying-
go to Real Madrid.
Right before his 30th, he flips over and he comes over here with Ronaldo. Because Mbappe's 25, right?
Yeah.
So he plays a couple. He wins. If he
No
goes to
matter
Real
what,
Madrid,
I'm just saying it don't have to be next year. No matter what, we will see Mbappe.
Oh, I can
on
see
the
that.
New York
I can
City
see that.
Football-
Yeah.
100%.
Football Club.
no, not
If
45.
they
No
they
way.
find a
No
way to
way.
match the money, it don't make
No.
That's my son.
it don't make sense for you to stay over there.
That's exactly what I would say.
The amount of success that Messi is getting in Miami from only playing half a season
Oh,
yeah.
don't
And he
make
does
sense.
whatever he wants.
If you can match the money, if New York can match the money and restructure a deal and give him points on everything the same way that he can get all that over there in Europe, it'll just be.
And that's not
I'm
counting
still going to
the
sell the
endorsements,
same amount of
Mikey.
jerseys over there in Europe. Now I'm going to come over here and sell even more because it's a new jersey.
He's got a World Cup already. That's the biggest accolade you can have. He's
What-
got several French championships. If he does win La Liga, that adds to it. And he don't got the Euro Cup neither.
But why do you have to? If you're going to come over to America and do the American sports, that doesn't matter.
no,
the-
but from a player's perspective, like what
Yeah.
we're talking about from the Yankees, like it's winning and it's business. That is, I
Okay,
think
so
that's
what if I told you this? This will be my pitch to him. I have two companies, right? They both need the same position filled. Company A has a crazy history of just employees of the year and employees of, you could go and be remembered as one of 1,000. Or this new company is just getting started. We're ready to dump a crazy amount of money into it and make it able to compete
Make you the face.
eventually with that old one. The only difference is this is like a fresh start over here. Yeah, there's going to be guys coming in and out, whatever, but it's a fresh start. You could literally become one of the greatest players ever, period, in this league.
Just by joining the league.
I think that upside, if the money is still the same, I think the
but
upside
I think
is
that's
just so
I
easy.
think that's an American mindset.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what that would be my
so
pitch.
so because I think that would be to a player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Players I compare them with artists and stuff like that. That would be selling out. Be like, damn, you bounced because you're gonna go somewhere. Oh damn, that's 1, 2.
Damn.
It's all right. That's for you.
That gives him the power.
Happy New Year. But no, that's how I view that as far as I can make all this money over there, or
no, but I told you the money's the same number. So
No,
it's
but
not
what
about the money.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Remove the money. It's I want to be known as one of the greats over there because that's what it is. Because it's like if I want to go to, I don't know, I could go to. I'm gonna use music, right? I'm gonna go to Myq Gaba and Rick Records, and I could be the best. Money's the same. I could be the foundation of this, or I can go to. And I'm gonna use the old. I can
Def
go to
Jam.
Def Jam, and I could be one of the greats there. I think from an artist standpoint, damn. That might be bad because of the old term.
That's
Because
what I was gonna say. When we look back, do we remember all the names on Def Jam? No,
I do.
no, you don't.
You remember
I
that
do.
great.
You think
Beastie
you do.
Boys, LL Cool J, Jay Z,
There's gonna be
Redman,
no
Method
matter what.
Man.
My point is, you're gonna remember. You're gonna
Nas,
miss out on
okay.
names.
Yeah, I think it's like if you make it in New York.
What
you
if
can
I
make it
told you
anywhere.
that Rock? You had a chance to join Rock Nation the second Hove decided that Rock Nation was gonna be a thing.
I would have left and joined Rock Nation.
But I'm saying
But-
if you didn't, look at what Rock Nation turned into now. You could have been one of the
But
founding
Mike's
people.
correct, and Mikey's correct because the way the football players view it, right? So
No,
Messi,
I know how it is. It's literally every other sport for us flipped.
Yeah.
So instead of people leaving America when they suck at basketball to go play in Lithuania and stuff, it's the opposite.
yeah,
Europe, the players in the league are 10 times better
they
than
got
anywhere
that,
else in the
but
country.
They got that checklist. Like Messi got the World Cup, so that was the only one that was missing.
Yeah.
And he had the conversation with Ronaldo, like, "Well, I'm gonna end up I'm gonna get the MLS Cup at the end."
So let me ask this question, and I'm not a soccer
And Mbappe's
fanatic,
not
but
there yet. There's a couple he hasn't won.
Yes. So do those
I mean, he hasn't. won
carry the same weight, even though Messi and Ronaldo are no longer in that league playing against them?
that
were-
league?
They were blocking, weren't they blocking him?
No, they're just. It's like the NBA, right? Let's talk. This is a bad example because basketball is great everywhere now. No, go ahead. Mhm. Here,
You did this over there.
yeah. So that's a good
But they
comparison.
look at it exactly the same as us. Like if Yamamoto comes over here and does nothing, they still look at him over there as, yo, he look at all the stuff
He
he,
was
did
the
for us.
greatest
He
over
didn't
here.
do anything over there, but who cares? He did all this for us over here.
Yeah.
I think the only reason Mbappe comes is because of the Messi factor.
But later on.
It's just gonna be, I feel like
Messi's-
it's just gonna be the trend. Even if
But
it
he's
don't
gonna do
make
it
sense
younger
right
than
now,
Messi, though.
it's just gonna be the thing. The same thing with the Saudi Arabia, like we started this conversation with. They're ready and they have all the funds and the resources to accommodate in ways that other countries aren't willing to or can't. So I just feel like it's only a matter of time before we start seeing other countries,
Like a star
mainly-
player going over there.
Yeah,
And
what they do
starting
with-
a
it's almost
trend.
like
That's
an
what happened with
experiment.
golf.
It's an experiment.
Yeah.
Yo, Messi, come over here. Look, we don't want you to miss out on money, so we're gonna work out some deals that's gonna get you in the
Still
same
get to play
price
for
range.
Argentina.
You still get to do all that stuff, but now you're gonna be here. You're gonna, you're gonna basically trailblaze MLS now. Like, yeah, this has been here and it's been
2
percolating,
years.
but now we gotta, we need that injection of European talent.
It's what me and Don said on the pod. In 2 years, I see him here in 2 years, and the fact that Messi took the leap and now he sees, all right, Messi was able to do it, and I could do it.
I think age is a factor, though. Isn't Messi like 35 and Mbappe's like 10 years younger than that?
Yeah.
Mbappe's 25. Yeah, he's 10 years younger, but Mbappe doing it younger means he's going to be in the league longer. Means he's going to be the GOAT of MLS.
That's what I'm saying. That's
And
why I think
he's-
it's gonna go.
He's the greatest player on the planet right now.
We watched David Beckham come over from
Europe.
Europe.
But he was old, too.
Over who?
to LA, got a taste of it, and now look at what he's doing with MLS, owning Miami.
Yeah.
He's the one that's behind that,
Mbappe's
getting
the guy.
these players over here to MLS.
There's other players that are like great. Like I like Mo Salah. I think Salah's amazing. But Mbappe he's 25. He's young. He's at the top of the game. Like
I also think
Oh,
The-
okay. Okay, that's the new version.
yeah.
the injection of all of this is gonna help MLS tremendously. That we're not gonna see until another 10, 15 years. Because
Nope.
now, when you bring over, just for scenario's sake, let's say in 5 years, now we got Ronaldo, Messi, and Mbappe playing in the three major cities. That's increasing how much the popularity for soccer is in America drastically.
Which it has in the
So
last
now,
15 years.
yes,
Because of the
now
women
we have
winning the
think of the
titles.
diverse groups that we have in America of all the countries put together, and now if we can make soccer a real big thing in this country the way it is in all the other
Mexicans
countries,
could finally win a World Cup.
the MLS can start grabbing these talents that are going to be growing up of all these kids playing. I think like right now it's basketball and football. We get crazy talent in basketball and football all the time now, but I think that goes back to line it up. the early 2000s, late 90s, when those sports were really taking off, especially in the big cities. And, fathers and stuff started grooming their kids. Oh, I want them to be this. And kids wanted to grow up to be that. I think that's where we're going to get another 10 years where the United States is producing, kids from everywhere. You might have a Saudi Arabian kid that was born in New York now playing for one of the Pittsburgh teams or whatever the case may be. But just a diverse group of all types of talent.
I mean, we've had American players go to the EuroLeague. Like there's we have one in Barcelona.
Yeah, but they don't pan out the way that we want them to.
I mean, they don't because the level of competition is a lot different over there. But I think this country has already started. Like there's so many soccer teams to join now, and then they have the tiers just like in Little League baseball.
Yeah,
like 16
age
and
groups.
under.
Yeah.
So there's been a ton of money invested in that to give, like if I wasn't great at baseball, it gives me an alternative sport to lean into.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think
And
even
for Latin
further
America,
than soccer, volleyball is the next one, right behind soccer.
I don't know much about volleyball.
It's something that's going to happen in the future where, like, volleyball is going to be, because in the world stage, volleyball is a very popular sport. It's just in this country is not that popular.
right.
But I think
that's going to be a huge undertaking to get.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I think
that-
in this
but let
country,
me-
pickleball is way better at getting
Did you
a
say
chance.
pickleball?
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I was like, let me stop because the fact that pickleball is so
Pickleball is-
popular. Hey, listen, volleyball.
But it's coming. I'm telling you, like, just from the offer that Mbappe got, I guarantee you, there's
play
parents. No.
So like, yo, if you don't want to come play for the NYCFC, play volleyball over here. Do something.
What happens when Mbappe says no? Okay, let's say he's option A. Now as America, okay, he declined it. Maybe now the money from option A
Well,
we have
we're
to go get
talking about
option
the
B and
cream
C.
of the crop. Because
No. Listen. If he says no, and America just MLS decides, okay, we'll just go get option 2 and option 3, and they both say yes. It goes back to my question before. Mbappe winning in that league still means a lot if some of those players are leaving.
it does. Because
Messi and Ronaldo blocked you for a lot of shit, and now they're gone. So if you win, does that weight of that trophy still have the same weight?
Well, he doesn't have to worry about that because he already has the most prized possession.
But you told me that he needs to get all
which
the
is
other
the World
check
Cup.
marks.
What he doesn't have is like the other like.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
So
has
if
the
he
world-
gets those, do they hold the same weight if, people like
They
these guys
still
are
do.
leaving the league?
That's like you telling me, yo, Rick, you're gonna play for the United Football League or the NFL, and I'm the man in the United Football League. Shout out to The Rock, but I never played in the NFL, so like that has a historical factor already.
No.
You can't have the
No,
LeBron
I'm
Jordan
telling-
conversation at that point.
No. I'm telling you, you get drafted into the NFL as a quarterback, and that same year, all 30 starting quarterbacks retire. And then you come up and you are voted the best quarterback that season.
Depends on what numbers I put up and what defenses I play.
Well, I
I
think
don't think it mattered.
But I think with the Mbappe and Ronaldo and Messi, age is a factor.
Yeah.
100%.
Like it's like, Iverson coming in and, Jordan on the Wizards.
Wait. First of all,
But age is a factor in terms of...
you said something. People forget Jordan played 82 games on the Wizard and averaged 24 points.
Who cares?
He just wasn't Jordan.
Right.
And he made a couple all-star teams. Like, Jordan was nice on the Wizards.
Yeah, but
It's just compared to...
But that's what I'm saying. If you come in rookie and you bust Jordan's ass that was averaging 24 on the Wizards,
Ivo,
it's
yeah.
not going to be when he was on the Bulls. Like,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's
That's a good comparison. Or like Paul Pierce trying to
Thank
get a 10-day contract right now.
hey,
Thank you. I like that.
Any GM that even entertains anything from Paul Pierce on the phone should be fired.
Bro, he wants a 10-day contract. He feels
He wants a lot of things.
He feels like
that
he
he's
could,
not
he
deserving
could play
of.
with this league. He thinks he's better than Kobe.
I think they'll bust his ass in the big 3.
or in the Rucker.
In Highland Park on a regular Thursday, I think they're giving
How
buckets.
good? So he had an interview on Cam and Mace's thing, and he says he could have won more than one ring and he mentions different scenarios
Okay, more than one ring. How? Why? Like, why is he?
because he feels like the Laker ring they could have got the 2010 one that Kobe
yeah,
got.
but
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just
Like,
talk.
that's
Yo,
what I'm
we
saying.
could
But
have
that's-
won that.
that's-
Oh, we could have did this.
That's what
We
he
didn't.
does. Well,
So
I
how do
mean,
you know
he's
you
got to
could've did
defend his.
anything?
He's got to stand on the numbers he's got. So,
But that's what I'm saying. You got your ring. You're one of the best Celtics small forwards or whatever. Just take your W's. That's it, bro.
you're the best Celtic small forward of all time.
No, you're not. I didn't say none of that. I said you one,
One
of
of
the
the-
best
One of the
small
best.
forwards for the Celtics. Yeah.
yeah, like I mean, for me, even when he was playing, he was cool,
That's what he was never
He was
the
top
A
20 for
tier.
me.
huh?
He was like in the top
There
20.
you go.
Top
That's perfect. To
25.
me, top 20,
Yeah,
11 through 20 is B tier. That's where he was.
yeah, it was cool.
Never in his life
He
did
was
he sniff
never-
11.
Even when
Never.
KG came over, he was the Celtic for life, but KG was the guy on that
Yeah.
squad.
Yeah, 100%. And then when KG wasn't the guy, who was the guy?
Ray Allen.
And then who was the guy after that?
Nobody.
Rondo.
Rondo, word.
Yo,
Like,
but
we
just
get
think
it.
about it was Rondo, KG,
Core 4.
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and
was this?
Perkins.
Perkins, he's great. I love Perkins. On
Like they had
ESPN, he's
the-
awesome.
They had the
Great.
Yeah.
that nucleus, sort of like the Warriors, where Perkins is kind of like Draymond.
Perkins only played in the playoffs, too. He was like, yeah, I'm hurt. Hey, these 82 games, I'm hurt.
Yo, that's what he
And
did with
he'll-
OKC when he went to OKC.
Yeah, I know. That's all he
Like,
did.
yo.
Yo, I'm hurt this season. Don't blame me.
And that's
He'll come in
another
and just
team,
start bullying
man.
people. Scored 0 points, but he was just, with,
Yeah.
with a mean mug face. It was a good mix. Paul Pierce, it took a lot. It took a lot for Paul
Truth.
Pierce to get his chip.
But I would like somebody to give him that 10-day contract.
The truth. I would love
too.
to.
Yeah.
And
And play him. Play him
Like,
25 minutes.
100%.
I don't care what your team. Yo, Detroit Pistons.
Yes.
Sign him. You don't have nothing to lose.
Yep.
Sign him.
You saw the thing that Dwight Howard put out about signing all these teams, all these players to play for Detroit. That shit was interesting. It was him, was Kemba Walker, a lot of the players that are not in the league anymore.
Yeah.
So it was him, Kemba Walker,
DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins, a bunch of players. Do you think they would have? I mean, Detroit already won a game, but I would have liked to see
they're
that.
like a team of unsigned players to
Unsigned
beat the Pistons?
NBA players
To verse the Pistons?
to play for the Pistons.
Oh,
Would they lose 27 games in a row?
somebody put a bet when the losing streak was at like 23 that they wouldn't win a game for the rest of the season. And I think they bet $30 and the payout was like $4 million, like something crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, for $30, I'll probably throw that on them.
Yeah. It's just for the lost $30.
Well, I was waiting for them to play San Antonio because I felt like that was the game they were going to win. And the streak was going to go to 30-something, right? So I was going to put money on Detroit against San Antonio. But I was betting against Detroit for a while there until they...
No, yeah, they just nothing about that. The city is not appealing.
But,
You got the Lions right now, and that's about it.
yeah, but that
Out
kid,
of nowhere,
Cade
too.
Cunningham...
No, he's great.
Yeah,
he
he's nice.
Cade
that
is nice.
there was a game he dropped 50, right? He was doing everything he could. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like, and then they gave. I like Monty Williams, former Knick, but they gave him all that money, and now Detroit's.
What
They
did
should have drafted
Am
Melo.
I missing something? What did they give him that contract off of?
The Suns.
The Suns.
Oh, yeah. They didn't do anything.
And then he also coached New Orleans.
Well, we say the Suns like as if they won.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah,
Suns.
but I mean,
They give him that big
But
ass
th- but
contract.
think
for
about it, that's what
unproven
these
Craig
payouts
Counsell
are.
hasn't won anything, and he got a
It's-
ton of
it's
money.
crazy.
But
So,
it's
like,
just it's dudes that are good.
It's crazy. People are breaking in the NFL. I look at when they bring in everybody. The new thing is the young coach. Oh, we got this 32-year-old coach.
well, for a while,
He hasn't even watched football long enough to fucking be more intelligent than some of these
But
players.
there's
He-
two
he
that
won
I
Can you imagine a 30-year-old coach telling
There's-
Peyton Manning what to do?
There's two that I really like, though. I really like Kyle Shanahan from 49ers
And Mike McDaniel.
and Sean McVay.
Oh, but he's.
I like Mike McDaniel.
I like
Sean-
Mike McDaniel a lot.
Sean McVay, okay. He's had a couple years to
Yeah,
prove
but he's not
himself
young
by
anymore.
Now, yeah. He was the starter of that, though.
He was the starter of yeah.
He was the starter of that. So
He
I'll
came
give,
from-
him, I'll give you
But
that.
he is young. He's under 40.
He is the
right?
one who started it, and they saw the success of it.
Right,
And now
right.
everybody's just like,
It's
oh,
a
No,
yeah,
but
we
I
need a
think
young
Kyle
coach.
Shanahan they were looking at him for a minute because his pops was a head
course.
coach.
Yeah.
And he was like this genius kid with the offense.
Yeah.
So they were trying to poach him
Yeah,
from
but
Atlanta
that's a
for a
special.
while.
That's
Yeah,
a
but-
special case. Look at who your father is.
Yeah,
you know,
he-
you've
he
been
won-
around the game for so long.
But he won at All Hallows, I think, and that's how they got him, right?
Who?
Kyle Shanahan.
All Hollows.
Yeah.
He went to All Hollows? Damn.
Does All Hallows even have a football team?
Nah, we got basketball and baseball. I was like, oh, word. I know Cardinal Hayes got a
Got
football
some money
team.
dumped into the
They just
program.
won-
They
just
just
won
won
the
the
state.
city. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Cardinal Hayes.
Nice.
Shit,
Shout out
We
to
not
Inner
shout-
City,
no,
the Inner
no.
City Sports.
No. Shout
Facts.
out to All Hollows.
Inner City Sports. Shout out to Ohio. Shout out to New York Knicks.
Forget Cardinal Hayes.
Yeah, Cardinal. Oh wait, no, Cardinal Hayes should.
That was our rival school.
Yeah, well, maybe if you think if they played the Jets, they win.
100%.
That's a good chance.
Oh,
They'll
that
beat
would
the
be
Browns.
fire.
100%.
I mean, not the Browns, the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Bro, the Jets.
The Bears.
The Jets have such an awesome defense.
Yeah.
But
Why don't they do stuff like that? Like have the state championship if your team is
I
trash,
wish.
or like even the FDNY police team play the Jets.
Yeah.
Mike want the fight.
Anybody, yeah. He just wants to
Blame-
see people get hurt against the Jets. You know how angry the Jets will be having to play those guys?
Yo, but what I like about soccer, so if you fall below a certain points thing, you get dropped to a different tier. So like if you're in La Liga, right, and you're like the last two teams, you drop down to the minors.
Really?
And you got to win your way back up.
Yeah.
That's how the system works over there.
I just have to ask my son. Huh?
I would love, you
Yeah.
imagine? I mean, the Mets would
Yeah,
constantly
because depending on how many games you win, what you win by, you get a certain amount of points to get up in the bracket, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I play FIFA. I know.
And then the bottom one.
I play FIFA.
I know this.
Yo, imagine they did that with baseball. Who's the worst team this year?
The Mets.
The A's, right?
Yeah.
Oakland.
They were
Imagine
so
we
bad,
could
they
make
sold
Oakland like a minor league team and bring up whoever won the title.
The Savannah Bananas.
Yo, that'll make people compete. That would make the owners want to compete
Bro,
for
let
a
me tell you
championship.
something. I got a bunch of ideas for MLB.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
100%.
call up who was the guy that he broke the Boston curse and the Cubs curse?
Babe Ruth.
The GM. No. Babe Ruth. Wow.
Theo Epstein?
Theo Epstein. He works in the front office.
Does he?
He's the one
with
that's
the
supposed
Cubs
to
now, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
he works for
Cubs?
MLB.
Oh, with MLB?
He works directly for MLB. He's the one that's implementing some of these rules, like the pitch clock and
can your cousin or your whoever
well,
give me a
he
meeting?
works for the Yankees directly.
Yeah, I need a meeting because I got a bunch of ideas for MLB. and
Just
make it-
give me one right now. Let me hear
I
one.
can't give you one.
Damn, just one, Mike.
I got
No.
one.
Go
so
ahead.
I just thought of this right now. See how in the Saudi Arabia League, the opposing team gets to pick when you got to throw them the gold ball? I want Judge to be able to pick when he wants to bat with an aluminum bat. No?
That's fire.
Like if you walk Judge, the next time you see him,
Yo.
aluminum bat.
That's
I'm
fire.
with
The
that.
thing is this, right?
That's fire.
I
But
was
I'm not even
watching-
talking about rules. I'm talking about I have ideas to get people back into the stadium.
Mine is not.
No, yeah, that's for the game. That's what-
700-foot home runs.
I was watching the college
Make 'em.
home run derby where Judge was using an aluminum bat,
Yeah.
and it was insane.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Scary
the
shit.
aluminum bat.
Yeah, but there'd be
idea.
no infielders at all. Everybody's
You're
just
gonna be
playing-
on the grass.
They'll
all
be
the way
outside
back.
looking like the home run derby with the kids out. in
It's
the outfield.
140.
I like that idea. It's kind of creative.
That's a good idea.
I want to bring back stealing bases. You wearing a Ricky Henderson shirt. I
Yes.
think that's a part of the game that was always exciting. And I
They
think
didn't take it out.
yeah, but because of the pitch clock and a whole bunch of other shit, like the mound visits and all that stuff, I like the gamesmanship that baseball used to have. The pitcher was the one that was in total control of the game completely, and he was going off of the catcher and the manager and whatever signals you're getting. But you being the pitcher, you could shake off the catcher and go with your gut. They don't use the gut no more. Now it's like, oh, we got to try to make this fun. We need viewerships. We can't compete
But
with
it goes
them.
back to the business side. And I'll say from a baseball standpoint, the purist, the reason why you don't have stolen bases is because dudes is not getting on base. You got dudes that want to. It's home run or strikeout for the most part.
because that's what they're teaching in the
Right.
minors.
So now it's going back to the average. I was literally talking to Mikey and my little guy Maddox. I was like, that's gonna come back. Being an average 300 hit, that's going to come back.
Yeah, 100%.
And I see kind of
100%.
with what's this dude's name? The dude from the
Jeff McNeil.
no,
Francisco
from,
Lindor.
no, from Miami, who was the NL champion. He was batting
Oh,
400.
he was almost at
Araya.
400.
Arise.
Luis Arise.
Luis Arise.
Or whatever. Like seeing that, and you saw how ESPN was heavy invested in. You would have like
His
the
at-bats.
home run aspect,
Yeah.
like he's batting 400. That is going to come back because that is such an oddity now. Back in the days, it was so normal. Like I think you had said earlier, when you batted 301, it was like, you're cool. You know what I mean? It was the
Good.
330,
Oh, yeah,
340,
now-
350.
Our
Now,
standards, you bat 260. We're like, oh, that was a pretty good season.
exactly.
I said it. The last guy to bat 350. Well, what did Arias end up with?
He done it twice, I think. Batting
No,
over
in the last two
350.
seasons.
Yeah.
Because I know before that it was Hamilton in 2010, 359. That's you say that. Yo, let's just pull up Wade Boggs' numbers. When you talk about hitting and average,
Arise batted 354.
so that's still Hamilton still has it with the three. What did I say? 356,
59.
359.
Yeah, this dude rakes. He's
Uh-huh.
334, 321, 294,
That's
316, 354.
That's a big ballpark in Miami too. That he's hitting
Yeah,
it.
and he did it with the Twins. The Twins is a big ballpark too.
Yeah. But like what Mikey said also is that the pitching is getting much better too. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. We're gonna give Wade Boggs the same treatment that we gave
We
Babe Ruth.
understand that, but
Yep, I'm saying it. It's gonna be the pod where we don't lie to our guests and we judge the athletes the way they're supposed to. You were great against those plumbers.
Boggs was fantastic.
No, he was.
I love Wade Boggs, but also he faced Clemens, he faced Pedro, he faced some very good pitchers there. It's not like the Babe Ruth comparison.
Yeah. So I agree. What for those of you that listening, Mikey's saying that the batting 300 is
You need that back.
is
That's why
we're
the
getting
Mets-
it back because of what?
pitching.
Because the pitching has gotten
because
so
the pitching
much
is
better
so much better
So
too.
much
So,
better.
since those
so the
games
300
back in
needs
the
to go
day.
down to 260, 275, whatever.
It was a
It's like
it was a
inflation.
rarity
yeah, exactly.
to
Exactly.
throw a 100-mile-per-hour heater. You're correct, but if I take Greg Maddux out the Atlanta Braves and I plop him in now, he'll still be Maddux. He'll still be a complete
yeah, you
pitcher.
still-
taking speeds, moving the pitches.
But I
all
think that
around.
was a different type of pitcher. Like if you're sitting
Yeah.
here talking like what you're saying,
Yeah. Well, that's when
Yeah.
you get to a certain age and you don't got the gas anymore. You
I
got
give
to
you-
learn how to pitch.
I'll tell you this. I think Jabba Chamberlain would have struck out not Barry Bonds. I'm sorry, Babe
Babe
Ruth
Ruth?
almost every time.
yo, who said that?
1,000%.
Ottavino had said that. Remember that was such a big
Just
thing.
Jabba Chamberlain just throwing fastballs. I think his 101.
1,000. It wasn't his fastball.
I think nobody
though.
in the
What was
stadium
it?
would have even saw
Was it
it.
his slider? He had a bender, Jabba, that he used to throw. That was
Oh
just
yeah, that was
disgusting.
nasty. Yeah, it was a curveball. It was
That
definitely a
right
curveball.
there is how pitching and batting has aged and the athlete has aged to me.
But that's right. It was Ottavino who had said that I would strike out Babe Ruth, and people lost it.
Probably would.
Well, I don't think they were throwing sliders. Maybe
No,
fastball,
I'm talking about
curveballs.
fastballs.
They
I
don't even know what they were throwing back then. They just grabbed the ball and threw it. It wasn't grips and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they were throwing Spaldings. They wasn't even having no
Spaldings.
laces.
It was actually a sponge ball that there was.
Yo, but I mean, even so my Mets, right? The reason why we got to the World Series is because we had a Murphy get hot, and Murphy's always an average guy.
Mm-hmm.
When they got rid of Murphy, I was like, well, that's what the Yankees need. They need an average guy in the lineup.
Well, LeMahieu was doing that
had
last
him.
year. He was,
And
he was the guy.
that's what's missing.
We also
'Cause they got
had
the power
Rizzo.
component.
Huh?
Rizzo was also that guy last season. They came back and he was going to really benefit from that no shift, but he had the concussion stuff after 2
He was what was his numbers like? 'Cause
301.
He got off to a super hot start.
301.
Yeah, he was nice.
He was batting 301 in the first two
Yeah,
months
but
of the season.
301, okay.
You're remembering in spring where he
You
was
got to
also
go over
raking.
320 to be the type of guy I'm talking about. So the reason why I don't like the Gardner money is because for me to
hate
make
Gardner.
that type
He really got something
Gardner,
against
bro.
Gardner. Yeah, what the
to
hell?
make the type of Gardner money, the money that he was making, you had to steal at least 50, 60 bags.
No, you don't.
And
Who
hit-
told you this?
Hold on, and hit
And who
320.
did it? Show me
This
the
is-
example of who did it.
This is the baseball I grew up watching.
Who was getting paid $12 million stealing 60 bases in 1989?
While he went to 89, like
How much was Ricky Henderson's contract? Like $7 million?
Yeah, it was light.
it was. But Ricky, oh my god,
That's
Go
not
pull
a
up
diss to
Ricky's-
Ricky.
Yeah, I wish
I
we
love
could.
the bottom of the back of baseball cards, like especially
Yes.
like a you look at a Ripken, Tony Gwynn, and I said his name again. If Tony Gwynn would play today, getting the number ridiculous.
Can I ask you something? Both of you guys, all three of you. Which record do you think will be broken first? The home run career record or Cal Ripken's games played in a row?
Home run career record.
Well, I'll give you one that will never be broken that
But-
you didn't mention, which was the 56 game hitting streak.
Bro, what? Yo, you deal with this all the time?
All the time,
You-
bro.
You
Just
asked
disregarded my entire question.
You know what? But I'm gonna tell you, I
The career
prefer
home
Coke
run.
over Pepsi. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah. Any other things you want to throw in there?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because I don't want to answer it. So I'm gonna answer what I wanted.
The home run, obviously.
What do you think? Home run. Yeah.
That's so crazy, right? That one of the most sought up, because that's what we go by, projections. Oh, this person's the youngest person that hit this many, and to think that we probably see that over Cal Ripken thing. We don't even hear anybody even get close to that shit.
They
Yeah,
won't-
because
they won't be able
it's
to.
the people sitting down. We got to rest them. That's the other thing.
21-31. That was it. 2,131 games.
Yeah.
That Ricken.
Is it
consecutive.
131? I thought
21.
it was like 168 or something like that. A number like
I
that.
think it's 21-31.
Okay.
21-31. We'll double check.
We got to double check
You
it.
might
But
be right. You
you
might be
didn't
right.
even mention the 56 game hitting streak. Ain't nobody getting close to that.
Yeah, but I think that one is more feasible than the other two, actually.
I could see that. The only reason why the Cal Ripken one won't get broken is because again, it's a business and you're sitting people and it's like, oh, and the whole pitch counts and all of these things, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. And maybe one of you guys can tell me.
The last guy to play 162 games was Juan Pierre in 2004.
See what I'm saying? Like
What was that? I'm sorry. Say that
Juan
one more time.
Pierre.
Juan Pierre, last guy to start 162
Ripken's
games
was-
was Juan Pierre.
Ripken's was 26-32.
Oh, okay.
No, but he broke. It was because the Lou Gehrig's record was 21-30, I think.
Okay.
And to break it, he hit 21-31, and then he
Oh,
obviously.
okay.
Yeah.
There's no way they're catching that, right?
But that's the thing is-
26-32.
Yeah, you figure like pitch counts and why like
He also has most home runs by a shortstop.
now if we're talking about like Mikey had said
They
about
moved Tatis.
pitchers are throwing 100 miles an hour. Is that why, like, pitchers are getting stronger, which is putting more emphasis on your arm, shoulder, and all that? Is that why there's pitch counts? Because back in the days, they were only throwing 85, and you could have thrown 190
I could
pitches.
see that.
They weren't throwing 85. So the pitch count came with Pedro, right? Pedro was throwing gas 95, 98. There was a couple guys that hit 100 on the gun. Randy Johnson was one. But they lived in that 97, 98 zone, the top tier pitchers. Pedro, they started to do a study in Boston that when he got to 100, that's when the effectiveness was wearing off. And I think it was a game. It was the
Who's your daddy?
the Who's Your Daddy type of game. I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Another saying from Reggie Jackson and the Yankees. That he got to 100 pitches and they noticed that Pedro, 100 was where they were going to cap the pitchers out. And then the Tommy John thing. A lot of pitchers started needing Tommy John surgery. So then they started doing the pitch counts, which is another thing that fucked up Jabba Chamberlain. Because they had him at a pitch count. They moved him up, moved him down, put him in the rotation, took him back. So I think that scouting is dearly missed in the game. I don't think there's any great scouts like
I don't
that
think so
anymore.
at all either.
And the scouting and also what they're teaching instructional wise in the minors, like it's all launch angles.
Exit
and
velo.
and home runs.
And you agree, right?
Yeah. And they measure that exit velo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those are the new things that like people get crazy about. And pitchers now, they hit that number because they're going max. Like I'm pretty sure if Pedro wanted to, he could reach back in '99 and throw like 100 if he wanted to. But pitching is more about finesse. I'll throw Mikey 97 in the chest and then 84 outside, and he's not gonna get to that because his eye level.
No, he'll get to it. If that's not the dad answer, he'll get to it.
I was looking
He'll
at
get
Rick
to
like,
it, he'll
yeah,
get
you
to
can
it,
throw
he'll get
that.
to
You
it.
can switch it up like that. Why we here?
I mean, that's
We can go get you a
and
Saudi Arabia
I thought that was a
contract right
problem.
now.
Like even like CeCe was a power pitcher turned into a finesse pitcher.
Yeah.
I think that if you're young, you teach your kid who has power to be a finesse pitcher first, and then you'll get like those once in a lifetime pitchers.
Yeah.
Because they'll know when to put the gas and when to take it off because that's movement.
I feel like in all sports, you see that. You know, in basketball, I use the Vince Carter example. Vince Carter, you say Vince Carter in a sports conversation, people just remember him dunking on everybody.
Nah.
No, he lost his knees way earlier than he should have and turned into a three-point specialist later in his career. And he's one of the top three-point shooters ever career-wise now because he adjusted and prolonged his retirement for seasons. You go back to if you said with the pitchers, you know, before you become a power pitcher, you learn the finesse, all the grips, all the movement. For batters, yeah, you could hit home runs, cool. Learn how to put the bat on the ball, put the ball in play, don't strike out. Once you start doing that, then you could work on the power and the launch angles and all that other shit.
And what happened to opposite field hitting?
Doesn't exist.
What made Jeter so great was the fact that he went the other way, and that's where the hits were.
I see a little bit of it in Volpe. Volpe's bat speed is crazy. And I think without elite bat speed, it's hard to be an opposite field contact hitter nowadays.
I see him around 285, 290 next year, 20, 25 home runs, around 60 to 70 RBIs, maybe even more.
I'll take that.
And
Yeah,
then
word.
I'll take that. With the gold glove,
No,
I'll
no,
take all of that.
I see because
I was giving him like 265.
the fact that he struggled so much this year gives me confidence that he's going to bounce because he already went through it. Like, he knows what it is to be.
It didn't seem to
down there.
bother him.
And
That's the one thing too.
he handled it well.
Like he looks like he's good for New York. He's
Yeah.
built for this. Like,
Yeah, like-
you don't know if he's doing good or bad. Like that's to me, like
Eli Manning.
I watch. Nah, Eli always just had the deer in the
Had him,
headlights. I used to-
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like that was the that's it's the same thing, but it's not the same
With
thing.
the extra-
You didn't know if he was winning. You'd be like,
He used to have the extra space in his helmet.
yeah,
too.
yeah. When he came
He
off
used to
the
walk
field,
and
you'd
his
be
helmet
like,
used to be like,
I would know that we used to watch games. I used to be, it's one like after the first four, I'd be like, first three and out. I'd be like, oh man, it's gonna be a wrap. But Volpe, you don't know if he struck out, if he hit a home. Like I'm big on looking at a
Composure.
players' composure, their body language.
Yeah.
Just because even through the youth aspect of it, watching Mikey and now with Maddox and watching all of this, it's like I agree with you. There's no scouts anymore because now the business has now gone down to youth sports, right? And it's a business. You got 9U rankings, which is nuts to me. I get it from a business standpoint, but you got 9-year-old kids, and if they're playing 9U, they're probably 8.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now, I'm not right. Yo, my man, like you haven't gone through puberty yet. Like you don't even know what the hell is going on. And there's coaches and there's no scouting. Like you said, I think everything is lazy now. There's no in music. There's no A&R. Nobody wants to develop anybody. Everybody wants to take and just put and just go and Here, I did my job. Like what you said, exit velo. These are just numbers. You could do this. How hard is that to? Hey, you throw 100. Okay, he's good. And now everybody's let me just get him.
Yeah.
He throws 100. Oh, you run a 6'3", 60. Oh, okay. Let me do it. What about watching the game? What about seeing how this person? Oh, I see that. To really work with that person. Same thing in music. Oh, look, they have this, but if we did this, we can adjust this. And everybody is lazy, bro. They're great batting cage hitters. Amazing.
Yeah,
In the game.
once you add the pitching motion
In the
to
game,
it.
they're ass.
Yeah.
Like, damn, if you saw this dude in the cage, you'd be like, sound good, look good.
I know a couple guys like that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like when like that's why I hope the shift of baseball is coming back to kind of like, yes, there's analytics, but let's bring the game and let's have that eye test still. Like, yeah, but he's a player. Damn, he gets busy. Like you could just see like the makeup of what a baseball player is, or a sport, any sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have that. You know the saying, they got that dog in them, and you would want that person. Yo, maybe this person throws, 87. That person throws 145 miles an hour. But I'll take this dude all day because I know this dude's
a gamer.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
bro. It's crazy.
And it's rare. It is rare.
Also, on your pitcher argument, name me complete games. Who's doing that now? They all did it back then. How many did he have this year?
I think one.
So my argument is going to be, let's go back to the years I'm talking about, from 95 to like, let's say 2010. Pitchers were throwing a lot more complete games. We're going later into the games
100%, yeah.
before the 100 pitch count myth came into play.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that because, aside from the pitch, is that because when you throw 100 something miles an hour, 90 miles an hour is like nothing now. That used to be
Yeah.
like, damn, this
that
throw
was
92.
the measuring stick.
Yeah, now it's 100. You got
Yo, I
dudes
could
throwing
hit a
100.
90-mile-per-hour
Even
fastball.
even the guys that throw past 100, how long are you going to throw 100 for me?
Like, look at
You're going
DeGrom.
to throw
Look at
102
DeGrom.
for me for 3 years, and then you can't throw 100
That's the
no
problem
more?
with Jake. He can't rear it back.
That's what I'm saying. DeGrom, he's throwing 100, 100,
And
100,
his
100,
motion
100,
is
100.
violent.
And it's like, yo, you have to dial it down a notch. And then how you tell a gamer to dial it down? I never forget. There was one of the most recent Mets that I was like, damn, I rock with him. When I saw him in the All-Star game. DeGrom. Boom,
Jake.
boom, 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 boom. I
Oh,
was
the
like,
9-pitch inning.
oh my God. I was like, yo, this dude, like, and that's an All-Star game. And he got busy. And it
He's
was like,
filthy. I like him. He just
yeah, but
can't stay on the field.
that's what I'm saying. You
The
know what I'm
Griffey
saying?
of pitching.
Huh?
The Griffey of pitching. When
Yeah.
it's all said and done, we'll look at him as he might have been the greatest pitcher of all time.
Well, he's got one of those seasons
And it
that
was
they
just
compare
wasted.
to. They compare to Gibson's 68, Pedro's 99.
No cap.
He got one of those seasons.
There was games that they won 2-1, 1-zip, that he pitched 8 innings and had the RBI.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
100%.
I'm not
That's-
even joking.
He's going to
I
go
really
back
was
to
turned on
shortstop.
that
Watch,
game.
he's going to be the
Same thing
shortstop again. He's going back to
To
shortstop.
Johan Santana, Santana would pitch these
Johan, wow.
incredible games for the Mets.
Yeah.
Lose 1-0.
Mm-hmm. No run support. Yeah. We did that to a couple guys to us too.
We did that to Cole a couple of times this
Yeah,
year.
but the thing is, the Yankees are a home run heavy lineup. The Mets didn't even have home run hitters like that. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Nah,
and
yeah,
I think
it
that's
was-
part of the reason why DeGrom was like, "Yo, I need to."
No, yeah, he knew that if I come out and I allow one run, I'm probably not gonna win this game.
Yeah.
Literally,
I got to hit. Let me hit a home run so I
Yeah.
can get why.
I gotta preview some Otani real quick.
Who was the pitcher that he threw a shutout? It might have been Mats. I could be wrong. It was his first game, and he hit 2 home runs, and he won the game off his pitching and hitting. It might have been Steven Matz.
On the Mets?
You sure it's not
a
Otani?
I mean, Otani's done it recently, but it might have been Steven Matz. He hit 2 home runs.
I have the Mets blocked on
And
IG, so I don't.
Damn. Damn. You can't see
I don't see-
Lindor get busy. You
No,
can't see
it has to
Jeff.
come on ESPN.
Jeff
'cause-
McNeil is
Yo.
he's one of my favorite Mets.
Is he?
And he's a hitting guy.
He's
Like,
like a Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy or
With he swings with a
or
log.
Don Mattingly.
He swings with a size 39.
I like hitting.
Size
I
39
like guys that hit and get on base
Yeah. No, me too.
with high averages. That to me, that still has value to me.
Of course, because then you get the home run dude, so that's not a solo home run.
Yeah,
now.
but
It's
who's still like that in the league?
McNeil's one.
That's not locked up, with like a crazy contract with their team.
is McNeil locked?
Yeah, we re-signed him last year.
Like those guys don't touch the market. Arise
Right?
somehow getting to Miami was crazy.
Getting
to me.
peanuts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I'm saying even the Twins have always been a better team than Miami. To give him away, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
No
the
matter
Yankees
what,
could get him. What's his money right now? I mean, they're gonna ask
It's
for.
probably less than Gardner.
They're gonna ask.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The Gardner
Yo,
hater.
so what's his money, man? Let's compare, because Gardner was getting.
He's making $10.8 million in arbitration next year.
Oh my god,
Which is less than Gardner.
Which is
And
less
it says
than
that
Gardner.
he's open to a contract extension with Miami.
Yo, that's gonna be the name of this episode. Less than Gardner.
My uncle had a name for him too, because Gardner got that ugly
Dome
bald
piece?
head. His dome piece is insane. Like,
Yeah, my father used to call him Kazoo.
Yeah, Kazoo, 100%. 100%. 100%.
and then he got like these little. You know what? I give him props though, because he made it to the team, and he found a way to get up there. And he was like, "Yo, I'm fast. This is my." But he didn't steal enough bags from me.
He didn't get on base enough.
All right, so what? I have all his contracts here that he's ever signed. I'm like his agent.
Who?
Which
Gardner?
He's mad at the
What
5
number?
year.
I'm mad
What
at
number
the,
per year at any point in his career
It
would
was
you
the
be
same
mad that
off
he made?
season as Hicks.
I don't want to hear that. I want to
And
know.
it was 30. Mikey said it earlier.
No, but
13
listen.
point something million.
So what number are you thinking that when you offered it to him that you're like, oh, this is ridiculous?
13 million.
So anything like
He got 13
12.5
million.
is okay.
What?
12.5 is okay.
Anything 10 or under would have been great for him.
So anything double digit millions, you're pissed off. 7 digits, you're like, nah.
I'm good with it. Like, if he would have got 9 mil a season, I would have been like, that's perfect size money for him.
All right, let's see. So
He signed the same year as Hicks and Ellsbury.
This poor guy. You want to hear this guy's salaries?
Yeah, yo, bro, after that one, it was nothing.
I'm talking about the big contract
No,
extension
I'm
the
talking about
Yankees
from
gave
when
him.
he came up on the Yankees. $210,000.
Bro, but he
Hold on. 390. 414. Still not even $500,000. He's 4 years in. 452. Then finally in 2011, he gets $500,000. Then he gets 2.8 in 2012. So now he's finally making, altogether, he's made about $4 million in 7 years.
That's fine.
I know, for you, yeah.
Bro,
Then
that's
he
how
made-
it is
hold
now.
on.
That's
Then
why
he
they bring
made-
you up late to control you for longer.
And he made the same exact money the next year, and then he got a pay raise. In 2014, he made $5.6 million.
That's a lot of money.
But you said that was
What are
still
his
good.
numbers for that year?
I'll check right after.
All right.
And then after that year, he got the big deal. So he must have had a decent year. 4 years, $52 million, a $2 million signing bonus, $13 million
And he got
a
a
year.
signing bonus.
And then after that, for the rest of his career, he made $12 million. He made about $17 million in the next 5 years, 6 years. So altogether, he made like 1 year of Stanton's contract. And you over here down in
What
the
you
guy.
mean 1 year? Stan gets like,
And
what,
it was in New York.
27?
That shit was probably taxed. This guy barely made anything.
Nah, it's too much money, dog.
There's no way.
For a one-dimensional player, too much money.
What was his dimension?
He's just a speed guy, but he ain't get on base enough. That's my whole beef with him.
All right, you want to hear that 1 year? What was it, 2014?
He's got like 60 stolen bases, I guess.
Nah, I don't
And he
think-
batted 270.
I don't think he had 60. Yeah.
You think he had what?
I think he got to 60 one time. He got up there one time in stolen bags.
2014. My boy batted 256, on base percentage of 327, 422 slugging. Let's see, stolen bases. He had 20.
Mikey, does that
Yeah.
equate $13 million a
His
year?
career, he has a 342 on base percentage. Yeah, I've been telling you, he gets on base.
How many walks he had that year?
Um,
He batted what you just said, 250.
267. Or 56.
yeah, but you said he doesn't get on base, and I showed you he gets on base.
Not enough. Not for me. On a walk or hit by a pitch.
2012, he had an on base
With
percentage
20,
of
but his game is the
417.
speed game, and he only has
417?
20 stolen bases.
His lowest on base percentage ever was in 2008. He had 283. After that, the lowest is 322.
Oh, wow.
So he was getting on base.
Give me his stolen base numbers.
From what year? His best year ever is 49
49.
in 2011.
He got up there 1 year. I know that.
Yeah, please.
After
Talk to
that,
me.
just the year before that,
He's
he had
not worth
47.
13 million.
Bro, when I
though.
have this jersey on, please don't talk stolen bases. Of anybody. I don't care. Yankee or not. I don't care.
He played for the Yankees and the Mets.
Of course.
What's a $13 million player look like to you?
To me, Jeff McNeil.
Yo, you love him.
You think he's worth $13 million? This is why you guys don't deserve to have anything good.
Last year. Not this year. Last year.
Well,
When he
yeah,
won the
he hasn't
batting
played
title.
this year yet.
What?
He hasn't played this year
He-
yet. The season hasn't started.
No, this past season that just passed.
Yeah, you're saying that he's just a $13 million player?
Yeah.
Ah, man, I hope he leaves you guys now. I hope he sees this.
He
and
can't.
Like, yo,
He's
you know
locked
what?
up for another 3 years.
How much are you guys paying him? I bet you it's not $13 million.
It's not 13. I think it's 16. Double check, Mikey, real quick. I think it's like he's at 16 point. I'm all right with Jeff's money. Jeff bats. He gets on base. He gets hits. He's clutch.
Yo.
Leave the squirrel
But I'm
alone.
okay with Jeff McNeil's money. But not Brett
He
Gardner.
had the same deal as Brett Gardner. 4 years, $50 million.
That's perfect.
No, Jeff. I'm not saying Jeff McNeil. I'm not
And he
saying.
got pop.
I'm not saying Brett Gardner is better.
He
than
got
Jeff
like
McNeil.
15.
I'm
he
saying
hit 25 home runs, I
the
think,
Mets
the year they won the batting
fans'
title. Didn't he?
ratio and pricing players is kind of off.
Rick is
But Jeff is a perfect $13 million player.
And I'm telling you, he's worth more than
Gardner
that.
is a $6 to $8 max million player. Yeah, but give me the
he's
What do you
juicing.
mean, what?
give me the on base, give me the base hits, give me the average.
What's his on base percentage for those 3 years, Jeff McNeil? Okay. Okay, same thing as Gardner for that one. Okay.
See what I mean? It's a big difference there, Papi.
I told you he deserved more money than that.
Big difference. 13 million.
He's not a $13 million
You
player.
asked me
a
what's
$13 million
13
player
million
to me is like
Jeff
a good,
McNeil.
solid bullpen player, a bullpen pitcher.
$13 million for a bullpen pitcher?
Yeah.
No way.
What are you talking about? You're paying yours
No way.
$21 million.
No, he's the closer,
He's a bullpen pitcher.
bro.
So the guy in the bullpen
Whoa.
can't get
Yeah.
half of that?
Setup guy.
The closer has all the pressure.
Yeah, you make more money as a closer. I'm saying if the
Yeah.
closer is getting 21, you can't give a good bullpen person 12 or
13.
It
13.
depends who's the guy, though.
What's Hader asking for?
He's asking for 20 plus.
He wants more
Oh,
than
he wants to close.
he
the
wants-
he wants
yeah.
more than Diaz.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's a hater.
He deserves it. I think he's nice.
I'll give it to
Better
him.
than Diaz?
No homo.
It's not about being better. You have to be in the
Pause.
same price range. I hit the market. You grew the market.
Diaz
to
is
this.
the
I gotta go
price
the market
point at
now.
this point.
Yeah.
No, I hear that, but he should not be above Diaz.
uh,
Hater's not nice like that. He's
yes,
cool.
he is. No,
He's
Hater's
good.
nice.
Hater's cool.
Hater's nice.
I don't know how he'll
To
do
be
in
on that bum
small.
ass Padres team and still putting up numbers is crazy.
Yeah, in a huge
They
ass
didn't even win
ballpark.
games.
The dimensions between Padres and Yankee Stadium is big difference. Yankee Stadium is a lot smaller, so a lot of those balls that were normal fly balls in San Diego, they're gonna end up being home runs in Yankee Stadium. But I like Hater.
I think he's good.
He's a hater.
He's a hater.
I like Hater.
I have him. I'll go crazy with the marketing if he comes to New York.
They're both
I
the
hate
same
it.
age.
That's how he. That
Okay.
has to be his song. If he's on the Yankees and he comes out of the bullpen,
Hi,
I hate
haters.
us. I hate us. I hate
Damn, let's call up the Yankees, man. Let's make this play happen.
That would be good. I'd be happy with. I just still need a number 2.
He's not better than Diaz, bro.
What?
Hater.
I just looked at the stats. The stats say that they're either the same or he's slightly better.
Diaz is better.
Okay. Who was better last year?
I mean, it's easy when Diaz ain't playing.
Okay.
Let's compare their
That's
2022
crazy.
stats. Go ahead.
I was doing career stats because they're both the same age. Diaz has a 2.93. This
How
guy
many
has
saves?
this guy has a 2.5. Wait, you want saves? I got you. Hold on.
Give me the saves. Which the Mets and the Padres are a very similar ball team in the last few years. They spent a lot of money and didn't do anything.
In terms of what?
Padres gave Tatis and Machado all this money, it didn't equate to anything. Mets did the same thing with the two pitchers, and they're both huge disappointments.
Okay,
But I'd rather be on the Mets end of it, where I'm paying these two pitchers big money short term,
all right, you ready?
which I think is the future for baseball.
I got every stat you can think of. We'll start with the WAR.
Let's just
That's
saves.
everybody's favorite is the WAR.
It's another
11.7
made-up fucking stat. that these
11.7 for Hader, 10.3 for Diaz.
people- That's a big difference.
Games. Diaz has played in 55 more games, 349 to 401. He's also pitched 11 more innings at 400 and 389. Wins, losses.
don't count that for close.
Hader is 20 and 21. Diaz is 16 and 29. Saves 165 to 205. ERA 250 to 293. ERA plus 169 to 139. Strikeouts 248 to 257. K percentage 42 to 40. Base on balls 157 to 141.
He's getting that money.
All stars is 5 and 3.
They're there.
All star reliever of the year is 3 and 2. So everything is the same.
They're there. They're close.
This guy has the edge on saves. Diaz.
That's right.
But
And then-
Diaz got also more innings. That's why the ERA is a little higher.
And then,
but
yeah, and this guy has him on ERA and K
but he's-
percentage.
he's got a great argument for the money.
But wasn't
That's
Hader,
what I'm saying.
Wasn't Hader an eighth inning guy at one point?
No, he was with the Brewers shutting shit down.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
their
yeah. But
closer.
Then,
When he first started out, I think he was the setup guy for the
Maybe.
Brewers.
But if that was true, that's probably only for 1 year.
Yeah. Same thing with Wetland and Mo.
He's been dealing. It's 3 of them, right? It's them 2 in Class A. They've been like the best closers in the last 5 years, right? Batista also now has made his mark this year 100%. So it's been a rotation of just them beating each other pretty much.
Kind of reminds me of Mo versus what was
Nobody.
The Padre. This guy played for Hoffman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Trevor Hoffman, yeah.
Hoffman's
Sorry,
2
everybody,
on the saves list behind Mo, I
see,
think.
that's what I'm saying. Like he was whack to me. Like I mean,
He was.
production, but it was
What
like
you did was cool.
yeah, like Mariano came out. I think of it from from a marketing. Sandman and
Nah, even what they do with Diaz, I think that whole shit is great. Though.
oh, that's awesome.
There's one more picture that they do it now with too. I forget who it is. That he has his own little theme song when he comes out. It might be Class A. Huh?
No, that's what he's
No,
saying.
it's
Diaz
No.
is-
It's not Diaz.
There's another one that does it too.
Yeah.
Besides Diaz.
I think it's Emmanuel Class A. That he comes out to some. Does he come out to Bebas or some shit like that? Somebody comes out to like another anthem
Mo started
party
that
song.
shit, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Josh Hader, wherever you go, holla at Mano. Hi Hader has to be a walkout song. It has to.
Do you think Hader even knows who Mano is?
I just told him.
That
That would
act
be
like you
great.
do.
That would be great. Hi Hader. Hi Hader.
In Yankee Stadium? Imagine that.
We'll
Hi,
hate
Hader.
that. We'll
Huh?
hate that so much. I feel like it'll get annoying so fast.
Nah, I don't think so. I think they'll love it.
Okay.
They'll love it. Yankees are
You
trying
don't
to
know
do
what as
any,
Yankee fan. Don't speak for us.
any type of marketing shit the Yankees try. Like Judges Chambers, everything.
I gotta get
Nah.
seats.
That was fire though. The Judges Chambers thing is dope.
I
wanna
think
s-
they should continue doing that.
I want to
shit.
sit. I want to sit in those seats.
I
In the
don't.
Judges Chambers.
Yeah.
It'd be
That's right-
too many people in
Right
that section.
field.
Yeah. No, but I want to get the wig and.
Move it to center field when he plays center. They gotta move wherever he goes. That's the rule.
No, I think they stay right there in right field. Especially if it's an ESPN game, they definitely give the judge
robes.
thing,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
robes and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good marketing strategy.
Oh yeah.
So the Yankees need 6 players to get better. The Mets need 10. That's the we came up on.
We're at 6. We just need everybody to get healthy. We need Rizzo. I need Rizzo to come back healthy, no concussion. I need DJ to come back and just play third. You don't have to
A lot
do
of
too
ifs
much.
you're saying already.
Just come back and do that. Hold on, because your team is falling apart. Hold on.
You need
Dominguez-
Judge to be 100%.
I
That's
don't. He's not on my list. Jason Dominguez, I need him to come back this season.
That's not happening.
Verdugo, I need you to not yell at my coach. Who else we got? Judge, I'm not worried about at all. Stanton, I need you.
toe's not
I just need you
healed.
to just swing the bat and make contact, because it's getting really hard as a Yankee fan to defend you against other Yankee fans when they say we need to trade you. I'm running out of fucking excuses.
They can't
for
trade
why
him
we
even
could
if
keep
they
him on the
wanted
team.
to.
Yo, they need to come up with a. If other sports were like football, a lot of careers would be cut way shorter. Because you could just dead somebody in football. Yo, I don't owe you no more money. That's
Well,
it.
we didn't mention him, but Franco, he's gonna get his money guaranteed, and he might not.
Nah. There's definitely a clause.
For who?
Franco.
Wander Franco.
Oh, he has to.
There's
He
definitely
getting
a
that bread.
clause. There's definitely a clause in his
There has to
contract
be.
that'll make everything.
He's getting that
void.
bread because Urbina, the closer for the Expos. Did I throw it back for you?
Hey, yo. What?
Look it up, Urbina,
That's not what I'm talking about. What did you just say?
the closer for.
I'm with you.
He said, "Did I throw it back on you?"
That's why I just
Yo.
looked. That's why I just looked at you. I was just looking at Gaba.
Urbina, look him up. He went to jail for torturing 3 guys in his house. He got paid his closing money no matter what.
What year was this?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to look. I don't remember the
Definitely
year.
been like 6 CBAs.
This is in the
since then.
90s, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely
In
different.
Venezuela, I think they came to rob his house.
Yeah, Wanda, it's a wrap. It is a.
He's not getting his bread. You don't think so?
No.
You don't
Wander
think
Franco.
He could
signed
call
that
a lawyer
extension,
right
what,
now
last
and
year?
No, that's it. That's it. When you deal with especially now dealing with sexual. Not saying that you know because it's happened to you, but because of your day job. That sounded crazy. You know,
Like,
you know what
Been
happens.
assaulted a couple times.
No, but it's just crazy. That's gonna be. There's no way.
Yeah, he signed 11 years,
Domestic
182. And it says the team is possibly going to attempt to void Franco's contract at some point.
Of course,
It does say doing it will be a difficult task because in the
He's getting his
CBA
money.
they're
It's
guaranteed contracts. But I'm guaranteeing
the
you
There's,
that
union-
there's something in
union is
there.
this
gonna-
severity voids your contract.
Under-
The
Underage.
union is going
Aaron
to
Hernandez had to do some pretty crazy stuff in order to keep that remaining money in his contract to give it to his family. It's going to be something crazy in order for you to hang on to that money.
the union is gonna fight it tooth and nails.
Nah.
They wouldn't let A-Rod shave a couple dollars to go to Boston.
Yeah, but the allegations are way different than shaving
this
dollars
is
to go
underage.
I don't
shave
care, but the
somewhere.
union, once they go and they open Pandora's box, they're gonna have to do that for the other players that have commit crimes and stuff like that. The union that's why they have unions.
But nobody else has came out with this.
Bro.
Nobody else has had this.
Jose
against them.
Reyes had a domestic violence
Out of the
incident in
league.
Colorado.
Outta here.
Colorado.
Out of here.
Huh?
Out of here. Not working with the MLB. Retired.
He
Couldn't-
came back.
He has not worked with the MLB since then.
Jose came back to the Mets and retired a Met. What are you talking about?
When he after he
When
had the allegations.
Yep. Familia did the same thing.
He was
Jerry
trash.
Familia. And he came back. Like, I'm telling you, the union is gonna. This kid's gonna get his money.
I'd like to see that though because this is underage relationships.
Yeah, this is
This is not domestic violence.
we're not
with
talking
two
about
adults.
we're talking essay. We're not
I
talking
understand that, and I'm gonna just like to add context to it. In the Dominican Republic, is not something that is frowned upon, like here in the
All
U.S.
the reason why Jose Reyes was back is all charges were dropped against him.
Yeah, because he paid his.
It doesn't matter.
Girlfriend
All
at
the
the time,
charges were
whatever.
dropped, so you're innocent in this country.
And another thing is not even in this country that is happening. Like if it was here, it's a wrap, it's voided.
It don't matter.
But in DR, money talks, bullshit walks.
He's already arrested though. The money talked when he was paying everybody off to not find him for 3 weeks so he could
But the
spend.
crazy thing is the
holidays
fact
with
that
his
he didn't
family.
even show up to
Yeah,
the trial.
because he's
whatever
over. He
the-
probably thinks he's saying, "Oh, I'm over here in DR. I'm good. I got the money. I'll just pay people off."
And-
It's clearly not working.
And if the U.S. puts pressure on DR, then they'll prosecute the kid.
The
But
MLB is
I
gonna
think
put
he's
pressure.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get his money. And
If
I
he
don't-
gets
You
it,
know-
it's gonna be quietly. Because if somebody finds out here, you're gonna have.
oh,
He's
it's
not.
gonna be a
He's
wrap.
not getting that 182.
I mean,
100%
Tampa's
he's not
gonna
getting that 182.
cry. Like they're gonna scream like, "Oh, this guy still wants his money," and they're gonna make it public. But it's baseball contracts are very hard.
Agreed. Because
And
they
they're
have, like I
locked
said,
down.
the fully guaranteed thing. But I do think there's a severity level and clauses in
I
every
mean,
contract.
I imagine there's a clause there, but I don't see. I'd have to look at his paperwork to tell you where he's at exactly.
Well, yeah, none of us are going to see that, but I'm saying
Yeah.
somewhere in there in everybody's contract, probably besides Otani, is if you do a crime of this magnitude,
like murder,
you
right,
are
right,
out.
right. Yeah, 100%.
You are out.
Yeah,
And
I
SA is
agree with
definitely
that.
in there. I would think that it's definitely.
You
in
know
there.
what? What I'm gonna do for us as a show, I'm gonna look up to get his contract, his paperwork, see if it's available, and see if the fine print. Pretty sure a network's already trying to do it
Mm-hmm.
because this is a story that's not gonna go away.
Yeah.
Especially like when the trial hits, that's when all these reporters are gonna fly to DR and they're gonna be there. But it's amazing to me because the kid, they did the same thing they did to Acuna, Atlanta, which all teams should do that. They should sign them young, way before they hit the market, because they're gonna get them at a bargain price.
Atlanta is doing their thing with that.
Atlanta did a great job. They locked up all their young kids, and they've hit on each one.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah.
You guys are all stupid for signing that one.
Yeah,
You know who's also crazy? The Brewers. The Brewers signed their top prospect. I forget his name. What's
awesome
his
wild
name?
shit. That's just this offseason.
Carlos something, right? What's
Yeah, he's going to the minors, and they paid him like $80 million already. Listen, whatever you guys want to do to trap y'all young players, but if I'm trying to make it to the majors and you come and offer me $80 million, I might stop and think, I got something special going on here. If you
but
guys are
gotta
going to offer me
like,
this.
where they're coming from. Like they never seen $1 million, let alone.
Well, yeah, that's how you
What's
get
Franco's contract?
That's how you get the players. Franco's
think
is 11 years, 182.
11.
And you know what's
182.
You know what's crazy? I find
He would have been
interesting?
the Rays guy. Like
Oh
their
hell
guy.
yeah! But the thing that's interesting on a business level is that they always say that baseball is declining in popularity, and
The money's up.
the money is up.
Dodgers just spent $1 billion on
That's
two
what I'm
guys.
saying. So it's hard to sit there and say like, oh, it's declining.
Let me ask you
In
something.
viewership, it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's just like they're saying it's decline, and I get it is, but it's like as owners, how you spending this, but like you know what I'm saying. From a good business perspective, if you're sitting there saying, hey, this is the perception I want to put out. Hey, viewership is declining. This is declining. We can't give out these deals anymore.
Yeah, they're saying they're broke. But look up the Yankees payroll and then look up
The Rays.
what the Yankees made. Like I bet you their payroll is around 20 to 25% of the money they bring in.
Yeah, because those garlic fries are crazy expensive.
You paying like $16 for a beer
See,
at the stadium. A hot dog is like $12-13.
Yankees payroll was 225. They brought in about 683. Over 70% was reinvested.
Yeah,
But that's
right.
just what we do.
and garlic fries.
And that's not even the full number because the teams baseball's gonna hurt when cable is completely out the door.
No,
When
they're already easing everybody in with football on being on Prime.
with
Prime and
YouTube
Apple
and all that
TV.
stuff,
I hate the
I
Apple
understand
TV
that, but
Apple
broadcast.
TV, yeah, I'm okay with Prime.
Yeah, the Apple TV broadcast
worst.
is horrible.
The worst.
and get ready for more of that.
They
So
need different people.
It'll be okay once we start getting people like,
Michael K.
Michael K. I was gonna say A-Rod.
I mean, but look at Al
Jeter,
Michaels. He's not
that
even
staff.
doing. And Al Michaels one of the best in football, and he's just phoning it in on every game. Like I watched the Thursday night game the other day. He's like, "Oh,
It's Thursday night.
bro,
That's why.
wow, that's fine," because he got his bread already. Like,
Nah, it's not only that. It's nobody cares. Thursday night football should be canceled. It should not be a thing anymore. And Monday night football, people rarely care about that because when the schedule is made, you would think that these matchups are going to be so good. But when the season starts and those games finally
'Cause they
come,
don't do
you're like,
the-
oh, this
the
game
flex.
is not
the
really
flex
all that.
thing.
They just did that though.
They should do that more often. Like they had a Thursday night game and a Monday night game where they had like the Bears and the Broncos early on when the Broncos were terrible in the season. Like ain't nobody want to watch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, 100%.
And then that following Monday, it was another two teams that were losing. I think it was the Giants and another team that was awful. Giants in Arizona. Was that a Monday night game?
I don't
Cardinals,
watch the Giants.
the
I'm
game that
sorry.
we shouldn't have won. It was a Sunday game. We played one game on primetime. I was like, why they put us on primetime? But all right, cool.
Yeah, they were.
All right, Mike, before you go, before we wrap this up, I got a game.
Here we go.
It's called This or That. We're going to do This or That Yankees edition. So basically, what we'll do is I'll just name 2 players.
And I gotta pick one.
You'll pick one. Give me your reason why. And if you don't pick one, you want to pick both. We'll do like how they do on the Nori. We'll make him take a shot. We'll make Rick take a shot.
A shot of what? Water?
We'll get you a shot after the show.
All right.
Just trust us.
We'll see how it goes.
He's taking it.
I gotta see what's in the.
All right, ready? Yankee captains: Derek Jeter or Aaron Judge.
Derek Jeter.
You want to give me a reason why?
Yeah, because he is.
You don't really need
the word captain is synonymous with him. So
No, Derek Jeter to me in my lifetime is the greatest Yankee for me because of what I watched and as far as having this is from a parent's perspective. He's a role model for Mikey. Maddox didn't really see him, so he was the epitome of what you would want a role model on the baseball field to be.
you got to see primetime.
Yeah, that was his guy.
Did you get to see the Oakland game where he flipped? Oh my God!
Yeah.
And I'm not a Jeter fan by all means, but 2 things Mike said: A, when my kids plays baseball, that's someone I want him to look at, and B, he is the best Yankee that I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Not skill set. I'm because people, it's just he was just an all around gamer. He did what he had to do. He was Mr. Clutch, Mr. November.
Just look at
What
the.
Steinbrenner called Dave
But
Winfield.
I didn't.
Mr.
You
May.
know what's funny that Mr. November
Mr. May
thing?
is funny,
They
yeah.
lost that World Series and they gave him that moniker because they were playing the Diamondbacks.
What, Mr. November?
Yeah,
Well, Jeter got that for being the only player to bat in November.
and he was the first player to do it, but they ended up losing that World Series. So
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
something.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
But-
Next, you a hater.
Wait,
I was
I'm
trying
not
to
a
rain
hater.
on the player. He was the
I'ma give you
only
2
player to bat in November.
I'm gonna give you 2 reasons. One play I just already said, the one against Oakland, the flip, and the one Kaba mentioned earlier, the one in the stands.
Yeah.
Like that's a different gene that not everybody got.
Word.
All right. Tino Martinez or Mark Teixeira?
Wow.
I know what my answer would be.
Well, this is for you too.
Tino.
Okay, why?
I just felt like you got a little bit more with Tino as far as like batting wise, and I think Tino's defense was incredible. I mean, Mark was one of my favorite first basemen, but just Tino's a prototypical type of player that would be on the Yankees, and he fit in nicely.
Yeah, I think I would go with Tino too. Like I like Teixeira. Teixeira was good. Switch hitting. First base came from the Angels.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Texas,
Yeah.
Huh? No, he came from the Angels. He went to
Texas, then us,
I thought it was
then
Texas
Yankees.
Angels.
Who?
Teixeira.
Teixeira was, Texas.
So it was Angels, Texas, and then
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So, and Tino, I'm with you. Like prototypical. I liked him. He was clutch too. That grand slam. And I forgot what game that
I'm
was.
with you. I'm a Tino guy too. Fuck Teixeira. I don't like his after baseball retirement personality. Seems like a douche.
Oh yeah, but super sidebar. That Teixeira is Melani's favorite Yankee.
Oh yeah.
no way.
Well, sidebar since we're just throwing random facts out. Tino Martinez. My mother still thinks he plays.
Yo,
Every time me and my steppa's watching a game, she'll come in. She'll be like, "Oh, let me know when Tino's batting." And if it's not Tino, it's Bernie, because Bernie's still
crazy.
there. He's on the bench though.
that's crazy.
That's a most underrated Yankee, man. I don't think he gets the love he deserves.
Never.
Bernie.
Yeah, 100%.
You didn't get to see Bernie.
He called Charlie Brown, one of his old Charlie Brown toys, Bernie Williams. He used to be like, "Oh, Bernie Williams."
Yeah, Bernie should have been a part of that core 4.
Yeah,
Okay, we got CC Sabathia and Andy Pettit.
I gotta go with CC. I love CC, how he stands up for his play. Like he's a great teammate. I just love CC's makeup. Love Andy. Fun fact: that's my mother-in-law's favorite Yankee. I'm giving everybody facts about the people. But CC is just. I just rock with CC. Rock with CC's game. And the fact that he threw. What was that game that he threw? That he lost $1 million.
Oh, I was against Boston, I believe. Yeah, he went headhunting, got ejected from the thing. If he would have just finished pitching the rest of the inning, he would have got his $500,000
And he had his
bonus.
teammates back.
They gave it to him though.
Did they?
The Yankees gave it to him still. because they knew that he did that to have their back.
All right. So this shit is mad hard because I love CC
Yeah, I didn't expect you to go over CC right away.
to the death.
Me?
Yeah.
Really?
But I can't get over Andy Pettit's postseason numbers. You know, every game 4 clinching World Series win, it was Andy on the mound. And he was my favorite lefty pitcher growing up as a kid. But if you could put CC's skills and personality, because I like what CC's doing outside of the game a lot.
Yeah.
That's why this is mad hard. Because
Exactly. I love that. But I do love Pettit. Like, again, he was part of the core 4, and same thing. Like, he was the game 2 guy too.
look at Andy's
Andy was no joke.
Pettit
look
was.
at Andy's
All right, so
postseason numbers.
let me give you a different one with Pettit. Let's see how it goes. Let's go.
that was a good
Andy
that was a good
Pettit and Mike Mussina.
Oh,
one.
Pettit.
Pettit. Not
Yeah?
even a question.
Yeah. Messina to me is not a Hall of Famer.
It's not the same as when he was in the Orioles.
Nah, he wasn't like. See, I don't like when guys like that. And again, he was a Yankee, and he was, to me, again, he was, as Maddox would say, mid. You know, like
Damn, I
when.
wouldn't say mid.
No, he was like for me. I'm not. Listen,
He's in the second tier of pitchers to me.
mid, second tier. So it's like.
He's the Paul Pierce. Nah.
No, but that's the thing is that, you know, I always go, like, he definitely shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. For me, if you got a question, then you shouldn't be in there. Hall of Famers, I heard that a long time ago. If you have to question if somebody should be in the Hall of Fame, they don't belong to be in that. And that kills me. And Messina was, like I said, he was cool. Like, you know, he got that 20-game wins. He's
At the tail end of his career, I like Moose.
Yeah, I like him too. He's
He
cool.
was a good piece to have
But Pettit, I would take Pettit any day.
any day, especially if the game's on the line and we got to win this one. Give me Andy.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, last one, the big dogs.
Brett
Reggie
Gardner
Jackson.
or no.
Oh,
Oh, I might throw in a bonus round with Brett Gardner.
Reggie Jackson. and
Reggie
Brett Gardner?
Jackson or Dave Winfield.
Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson.
Why are these so easy? Like, come to you like that?
Because first of all, again,
I didn't agree with either one that you jumped out like that too.
Yeah, Reggie. I grew up, and I was around when the Reggie bar came. Right, I love the Reggie bar. Reggie was
Who'd you say was the first millionaire? I thought it was Reggie because
Dave Parker. He didn't have a candy bar.
no, he didn't. And Reggie was the first Yankee to get $1 million because Steinbrenner took him to dinner, and I think it was 1.25 mil that he gave him.
I don't know, but Reggie had swag. I met him on Park Avenue one time. Like, he was shocked because he thought I was. The face he gave me that was like, "How the hell do you know who I am?" Because he must have thought at that time I was younger than what I was. But I saw him, and it was like, I don't get starstruck.
The real Mr. October.
Yeah, nah.
3 home runs in one game.
Reggie, and then I like when he hit that home run and then stepped on the plate and then ran after the pitcher. You see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, I
100%.
missed that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I missed
Charging
that.
the mound? It doesn't really work out for players anymore.
I also missed the
Well, 'cause dudes be
collision
like-
at home plate. That you player safety.
Yeah, blocking the plate, you mean. Yeah.
So,
was
so
tough.
you would pick Winfield over Reggie?
No, it's a little difficult for me because I don't think Dave got the proper the boss wanted to get rid of him.
Dave's stats were crazy.
And he was a
I like
animal.
Winfield too. I don't think you.
I mean, when you say who's the bigger star is obviously Reggie
yeah.
Jackson.
Another fun fact, I have a Dave Winfield, his book signed.
That's Derek Jeter's favorite player, Dave Winfield.
Yes. Next
Final one. Here
Bonus.
we go. Ready?
Here we go.
bonus.
This is just for you. Brett Gardner or
Robert Ory.
Any other Yankee?
Robert Horry
Mariano Duncan.
or Jacoby Ellsbury.
Oh,
No, I mean
Play yourself.
Gardner
Go
got
ahead.
to play.
Oh, okay.
Ellsbury never fucking
I tried
played.
to set him up. I wish you would have said Ellsbury.
Come on now,
I wanted
like
to make sure.
that's not even close.
nah.
I don't even understand why the Yankees. Ellsbury had like a couple years with Boston, but then I don't know what happened
Yeah.
to him.
Nah, you
Like,
got to go with the great Gazoo, B.
All right, bonus round. Ready?
ahead.
Mets.
Oh,
Greatest player to ever play for the Mets, in your opinion.
boo.
It's,
I know you guys don't have like a crazy history.
it has to be Seaver.
Who?
Tom Seaver.
Okay,
I love that.
got you.
Who was that?
I thought he said
He's
it's
like,
got to be
who?
a receiver. I was like, wait, what are you
No,
talking
Tom
about?
Seaver. I said it has to be Seaver.
Damn, you went
And
back
the Mets
far.
did. The
Are there
Mets
any players that are still here?
here at this moment in time. I think the greatest signing the Mets did.
Cespedes.
Jose Baez.
No, Francisco Lindor.
Oh, okay.
Locking up a player with that talent at his age
And fresh cleats
Nah,
and
yeah.
gloves.
and
100%.
bringing him in. 'cause
Eventually,
he's-
his shit is gonna kick in, and he's gonna be that all-star for you guys.
Eventually.
I mean, he has to be. Like, the kid is a stud.
Yeah,
Like,
but he just has the jersey.
and he
Watch.
did a good year this year. He had good numbers. Like, not what he had in. I
What was
still
his
haven't
on-base
seen
percentage?
him put it together completely.
Like he did
I
in
think he was
Cleveland.
at 270 this year.
I seen him put it together before he went with
Cleveland.
you
In
guys.
Cleveland, yeah. I think he was at 270 this year, around 30-something home runs. He sniffed out 90 RBIs, maybe, close to those numbers. I think that's where he was at. Mikey would know. My cousin Emmanuel, like, if I say a number, he's like, nah, it was this. He knows to the T each. He's just a genius, man.
What does he do?
He works for the Yankees.
Oh, so that's what he does. Ask me about content creators. I'll tell you.
Nah, Mike, but you know your game. You know the game, and you see the game the way I was raised to see the game.
Yeah.
Like, a controversial thing in my household. Derek Jeter was my grandmother's favorite player.
Smart woman.
Yeah.
Shout out, grandma.
She loved him. And the rarities when Jeter would hit a home run, you know they show the replay. She would be like, "La sacó otra vez," and we would like to mess with her. Be like, "Yeah, he got two, grandma." But that was her guy. And in my household, Jeter was viewed as a all-star, but never like superstar type of level.
Right. He was the face of baseball.
Yeah.
That's my dog's name.
Francisco Lindor's on-base percentage is only 10 points higher than Brett Gardner's career. Both of their careers.
Brett Gardner.
One is 340, the other is 330. I'm just saying.
Bro, but
All right, I get you.
the
bro.
other numbers.
I get you 100%.
Oh, okay.
No, but just Brett Gardner.
How much y'all paying him?
Francisco's he's in the 30s.
I just got to know how much 10% is worth.
I think it's 34 minutes.
Brett Gardner's
Wait.
getting
But
34.
you're just saying on base percentage. You're not counting the stolen bases. You're not counting the home runs. You're
Brett
not
Gardner
counting
did
the
steal
RBIs.
bases?
You're not counting the Gold Gloves. You're not counting anything. The Silver Sluggers.
Listen,
the
bro,
All MLB team.
I got you. So all of that equaled up to $21 million more.
Brett shouldn't have been near $10 million.
So it was more than
8
that.
max, like I said.
Got you.
And he's not a star. Lindor's
Sounds like
a,
Yankees got a steal in that on-base
Lindor's a
percentage right there.
star.
Yeah?
Star.
I agree. I think he's the face of the Mets, and nobody cares about the Mets.
Yes. But I just want to make sure that I shout out my dog, Jeter.
Shout out
That's
Jeter.
easy.
We ain't got no doors around here named Lindor. Lindor.
I wouldn't name him.
Lindog.
I would call him
Lindor.
Cisco or Francisco.
Cisco.
Jeter, bro.
You know who I think of when I think of Cisco? I think of the thong song.
I think of bad liquor from the old back here.
Cisco. What was that? Was that
Cisco.
a malt liquor?
Yeah, it was definitely.
Francisco Lindor. Mike, I want to thank you for coming back
Yes.
to the pod.
Yes, I appreciate it.
And this is the first of many.
Yes.
Maybe next time we'll have Mikey in camera.
Yeah, if he's
If he wants to.
Yeah.
Kid's a star. He doesn't like being on camera. He wants to be off camera.
Hit the comment section if you want the
Fact-checking.
father-son episode.
Father-son episode.
You get the Griffey Jr. Senior episode going. You guys got to come with the jerseys, though.
Yeah.
That should be fire.
I'll put my high school jersey on. And
No, whoever you get, like even if you wear Ricky Henderson, get him one that says Ricky Henderson Jr.
Junior.
It does, even if there's no Junior, just do it. It'll be funny.
And the Ripkins. Ripkin Jr. and Ripkin, his dad.
we could do
You
that.
almost forgot his dad's name.
He said Ripken and
He's also Cal.
He's also Cal, but
get Cal and
ain't
Billy.
that something like when kids, like The Rock's father was a wrestler, obviously, Rocky
Maivia.
Johnson.
Oh, yeah,
But
right,
then, your kid is better than you. Like if Mike played college baseball and Mike was good,
Right.
but then Mikey comes and he's just shattering all of Mike's record.
That's where it
Yeah.
gotta be.
How does the father feel at that
No,
point?
well, he's 10 times better
Yeah, so I was gonna say you want it to be. You don't want to Marcus Jordan it, you know.
Yeah.
Damn, that's right.
Don't do it to Marcus Jordan.
Oh my God.
Yo. Shout out Larsa.
Yo, shout out Marcus Jordan. That's
I don't think if
that's
anybody
my
knows.
idol.
Nobody knows Larsa Pippen.
We'll see.
I watched The Housewives. Sorry.
next.
That's the right bad way to end the
Yo,
sports.
shout out Marcus Jordan. Feel me?
Yo. Nah, you good. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks.
Shout out Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, marvelous. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my Frank Lucas shit. 3-piece suits, Valentino cufflinks, LV shoes. I bring the shorty closer, just enough to feel the gun on the holster.